More of that one in the future.
Oh God, give it a sec.
Give it a sec.
Oh, it's loaded.
Some reason my computer is just not wanting to play ball right now. Come on.
Oh no.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh.
Hey, there we go.
Can chat
We
hear
got
everybody?
it working. We got it working.
Chat? Chat, can you hear me?
I believe they can hear us.
Hooray!
Can you hear us?
Welcome everybody.
Welcome.
I can turn off the space ambience now. Hello everybody.
Spice.
Spice. Welcome back to Kazador's Guide to the Cosmos.
Woo!
We're back at it again, and Zan is back.
It's me! I'm back from the war!
Missed him so much.
Citric was
You
crying
genuinely did.
profusely.
Yes,
The
I
entire
was.
time.
You don't have to tell them.
I knew, I felt it.
The people need to know.
Do they though?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Well, welcome everybody. We're back at it.
Welcome.
Hey.
We're gonna be doing some more exploring in the city of Sigil, but before we can do that, we gotta go around the horn. Starting with TheropodArt.
Hi, hello, it's me, ya boy, TheropodArt. Been a lot of developments in my life lately. Commissions are closed, so no more commissions for the foreseeable future, because I got a day job. Hey, but
Yippee!
the most important
Money!
and yeah, the most important thing though right now, and I'm gonna post a link in chat. I have a GoFundMe going right now because my lizard needs surgery. My lizard beanbag. One of his beans is too big, and we need to remove it. So that's gonna cost anywhere from $2,000 to fucking upwards of $3,000 plus dollars. Vet services are very expensive, and it's also unknowable if we'll get more vet expenses. So please keep donating. Every dollar helps. Thank you so much. Other than that, because life is kind of up in the air for me right now, I want to stream as much as possible. I want to post art as much as possible. Things are just crazy for me right now, and I just need to like focus on Beanbag, focus on my day job, and then once that all settles, I'll get back to streaming and art and stuff. So thank y'all so much. I will say, my day job and Beanbag should not interfere with Kazador's Guide and Ravenloft and Vecna. We should all be good there. So yeah.
Yippee! Up next, we've got the returning XanillisGrimm.
Hello! That's me! I'm back home! You can catch me tomorrow, twitch.tv/theunexpectables at 6 p.m. PST for some more Cyberpunk All Saints Must Die, run by Connor here.
Hell yeah.
Then, Sunday, twitch.tv/burnoutbond, 2:30 p.m. PST. I think, at least I'm pretty sure, we're back on for some more of Those Who Wander. Sarah, are we back on?
This Sunday, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had it right. Woo! Then Monday, twitch.tv/theunexpectables again, 6 p.m. PST for some more Ravenloft. Tuesday, twitch.tv/DistortionDevil again at 1 p.m. PST for some more Vecna Eve of Ruin. And then Thursdays, twitch.tv/MontyGlue at 7 p.m. PST for some more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I've got a few other things I'm cooking up and working on. If you want to see what those are about, you check my Blue Skies, XanillisGrimm. That's me.
Yeah, alrighty. And up next, we've got Tixdixl.
Hi, you can find me all over the internet at Tixdixl. Sunday, we're at Burnout Vaughn's channel for some more Those Who Wander. And then Monday, unless I'm mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, but we're back over at the Amusing Thalia's channel for more Deltarune. And I think until coming back here, that's all I got going on. Donate to Beanbag Fund, please, and thank you. Yeah, that's me.
Thank you. I'm gonna cry.
Do it or else.
That's right. It's your turn to cry.
Yes, cry.
Cry!
Speaking of crying, we've got Citric King.
Damn. Damn. Cooked him.
Hi, hello, I'm Cedric. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Cedric King, everywhere being mainly Blue Sky, then Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter if you want to see a dead account. Not anything going on this week, but next week I should be back for our Candlekeep game. Still don't know who in the group is going to stream that, so I'll keep you guys posted on next week's session about that. Other than that, not much going on. Been stuck in some stuff, so I haven't been able to update my Monster Girl Monday drawings, but I should get back to that the coming week. But yeah, that's me. And now we're no longer asking, like we are demanding you Thero with the fund. It's no longer an option. You have to help.
You guys are so sweet, thank you.
I'm not sweet. I am threatening them.
Oh, I see. I see.
But yeah, that's me. Hello.
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 Thank you, Citric. Do we have
Connor?
Connor?
I think we've
Connor?
lost him.
Oh shit!
Connor?
My mic was muted.
Oh,
There you are.
I was so scared.
Free him.
I was
I really
clacking
thought
away.
the
I
internet
forgot I had
went-
muted myself.
The silence was unsettling.
I really thought the internet went.
Yeah.
As I was saying in muted land, we couldn't do this without our wonderful GM, Amusing Thalia.
Oh shit! Did we already do Zan?
Yeah.
Start with
Yeah,
Sam.
he went before
Oh,
me.
we started with Zan. I was writing. I was zoned the fuck out for a second there. I was hyperfixated. One or the other. But I'm Amusing Thalia. I'm here GMing on Fridays. I'm on my channel doing Deltarune on Mondays. We're about to hit chapter 4. I did the Roaring Night fight last week.
Yeah!
Was the thing. And thanks to the support, we're in the next chapter, last chapter that is currently out. So until there's more, this will be it for us. Probably only a few more streams of that left before probably Momo drags me through Sonic. Other than that, every other Thursday you can find me. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not really doing anything except for I might surprise stream, but generally not usually. On Thursdays, you can find me every other week on my channel at Amusing Thalia doing TTRPG, Thursday trying role-playing games, where we do, it's right on the tin, we try out a bunch of different games, like video games, tabletop games, any various kinds of role-playing games that, like, any of us are interested in, or we get recommended. Sometimes we'll bring people on. It's a lot of fun. But that's every other Thursday. On the other Thursdays, I am cooking something in the background. We're very close to getting ready to show it off. So I'm very excited to talk more about that in the future. But other than that, moving forward, I think lastly, that brings us to Sundays, every other Sunday, doing Saris's game on Burnout Vaughn's channel, which I also enjoy doing. But I couldn't be here if Connor wouldn't let me, so I will pass it to our lovely host and master of the sorceress beards, DistortionDevil.
That's me, and you already know where to find me. You're already here. And if you're not watching this on twitch.tv/DistortionDevil live, then you're probably watching this on youtube.com/DevilsAndDiceRolls or patreon.com/DevilsAndDiceRolls if you feel like supporting the channel and the content that I am making and will make. But yes, shortly after this, we're going to be playing some Marvel Rivals where Daredevil is actually out now. So I'll probably be looking forward to getting some games in on that.
The man with the skullet.
Yes, he's the man without hair. But yes, that's going to be a lot of fun, I believe. as well,
Back. Sorry.
welcome back. Sunday, we'll be starting a playthrough of Fallout 3, which I've been preparing for, and I hope you guys will enjoy the experience. I did mod the game, not a huge amount, but it doesn't look like your standard Fallout 3 game anymore. It's I dialed the green down a little. But yes, very much looking forward to playing that game after many years of not picking it back up. So it's gonna be fun re-exploring a game that essentially ate my fucking most of my time. I wasn't in school when it came out. But that's neither here nor there. What is here is all of you, and also Beard Sorcery.
Beard Sorcery!
Sorcery.
That's right, Beard Sorcery. I think they recently switched up their. Oh no, it was Bones Coffee actually. I'll get to that in a second. Yes, Beard Sorcery. Use code DistortionDevil if you would like to save 10% on your order of beard hygiene products. I'm a huge fan of Beard Sorcery. I've been using their products for quite a few months now, and I've had zero complaints about it. Yes, check out Beard Sorcery. It's good stuff. Also check out Bones Coffee Company. I'm not sure if the 15% off on certain products is still a thing. They recently changed their affiliate program, which I'm still in, so code DistortionDevil still does work. I just need to look into more of the ins and outs of it. But they were nice enough to send me some free coffee because of the Switch, so I'm going to be getting some French toast flavored coffee in the mail soon.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm
that
very
sounds
much
delightful.
I'm looking forward to enjoying that very much. And if you would like some French toast coffee of your own, head on over to bonescoffeecompany.com. Use code DistortionDevil and you can save 10% on your order. And with that, let's go ahead and get right into tonight's session.
I would like to begin this session with a little bit of forewarning and preparation for anyone watching and my players. I have talked about things with beforehand with folks for anything that would happen. This session might take a darker, more serious turn at some point. I just want everyone to know that we all trust each other and things have been communicated above table for comfort levels. But as usual, we have systems in place for comfort for our players and safety for our players. Just like to have that up the forefront and give people an idea of the session today. But without any further ado, following the crew of the Homewrecker's arrival in Sigil, the mysteries of the city and its various plots begin to unfold, and after successfully saving a courtyard from catastrophe, we will now see what lies in wait for the heroes of this story. As I described, a courtyard last time was saved by 4 of the members of the Homewrecker. Our crew, our captain, Kazador Rain, as well as the members Rot, Vex, and Hakka. Managing to find each other within the twisting, winding, maze-like aspect of the city, we now look over them as they begin to make their way through the streets, following Kazador's memory and a tout which was hanging nearby to guide them back to the Sill Inn, where their initial destination was planned. As we're zooming out from that crew, I would just like to ask really quickly, if there's anything any of the four of you would like to say you're discussing, or would like to briefly say, as we kind of leaving you now, but I give you all a moment to guide where you would like the narrative or anything you'd like to say as we pass over you moving through the city. That is perfectly fine. The
Yeah, I
group
got
of you-
nothing.
No, that's totally fine. I kind of figured that might be the case, but I do like to leave it to my players just in case they have something. And as we see the crew gather themselves, dust themselves off, and make their way as a crew towards their destination, the camera would wind its way through the rest of the city, into a grate and through twisting sewer corridors to the side of an underground grotto, a lake with buildings made of ramshackle-looking wood, stone, and other pieces of detritus. And a foot splashes through a puddle as Xoruk, you're making your way through these maze-like and otherwise, for most people, confounding cave systems of Undersigil. But you have a good idea where you're going. Take it away, friend.
All right. Xoruk is going to continue to try and deduce where his two companions, who might be in a little bit of trouble, might be. He's going to be keeping relatively quiet in a somewhat low profile, relying on the fact that most of his equipment makes him look more akin to a Yankee warrior rather than a traditional Githzerai. But even then, he's going to be kind of just keeping quiet, not really making too much eye contact, making it feel like he belongs there, just walking with purpose.
Absolutely. Covering that, I would like you to roll one of a few different kinds of checks, and you can roll any combination of these, what you feel Xoruk would be doing. But a survival would potentially apply here if you're tracking that way. Investigation, if you are asking around and asking people. Diplomacy, if you are diplomacy if you're asking people. Investigation, if you are going to places where you think they might be haunted, or like haunts of theirs that they might be at, or if you're looking for evidence of them more in a physical sense and less in a survival sense. And lastly, a stealth check to if you are trying to be specifically quiet or unseen as you go about this.
For better or for worse, Xoruk is going to be trying to isolate himself from really anyone, trying to rely entirely on himself to accomplish this. So I think survival makes the most sense at 16, and then 26 stealth.
26 stealth. You got it. I have to roll something. Could you roll me a perception check?
You got it. 7.
7. You make your way through the various twisting underground pathways here in Undersigil. Your survival skills lead you to mainly be following the physical evidence left behind of these individuals, following the lead by Naimana given to you, your friend within the following. You managed to track down a ostensibly barn-like building. It is a stable or housing of beings of some kind, and you find a large cordoned off section. It's kind of has these hanging tapestries and various canvas that sort of separates it, almost like makeshift walls. And peering behind it, you've been looking for places where if I remember correctly, a chaos dragon would be able to hide in their full form. And you do find evidence of the two of them having been here. There is the claw marks, very distinct for a dragon resting. You find a scale kind of hidden underneath some long abandoned bedding of some kind, but you do manage to find one other thing within the evidence of the two of them here, and it is a small slip of paper. I'd like you to roll me a history check with advantage.
11.
You are not familiar with it cleanly. It's not something you've specifically interacted with, but the kind of paper it's made out of, the small marking on it, it's something that's very commonly used in Sigil as ostensibly a receipt. And it's made of vellum, and the marking is meant to specifically indicate the person that the receipt was given by and to. And while it is like half torn up, you do put together vaguely what it was, and it does provide evidence that Kandranath and your other compatriot, I'm really quickly gotta scroll back to their name, my bad, in my notes, Graln and Kandranath have been here, as it seems to have been addressed to them. You think you could potentially, you might have to ask some people around because you don't recognize it yourself, but you think you could potentially use this slip of paper to reverse track where you might find them next.
All right. Xoruk will take the piece of paper and try to go towards what the equivalent of a marketplace down in the Undercity would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
there is. Yeah, go ahead.
Taking the piece of vellum, approach one of the shopkeepers and inquire about where this particular receipt could have come from.
Yeah, you approach one of the various shopkeepers. It's just a little stall. It has a little like sign above it that translates to "need a hand," and it just has a bunch of arms hanging from like hooks on it, and little hands like on the table. And as you approach, a rather rank-smelling ghoul, but they have some incense burning, looks up at you. Can I help you?
Yes, I am looking for a particular shopkeeper. Not looking to make a return, but it's a long story. Can you help me deduce where this might have come from? And you'll show him the vellum.
Yeah, roll me a persuasion check.
16.
16. Looks up at you. I'll do it for a cast of your hand.
Kind of looks around. How long will that take?
Not too long. Kind of reaches down, pulls out what looks like a block of putty. Just push it into there.
Xoruk will do so.
Yeah, you just push your hand into the block of putty. It creates like a perfect imprint. It immediately reaches down and grabs some like what looks like liquid flesh, basically, and pours it in there. Nice. Yeah, I recognize this one. This one's from, kind of points down the way. There's it's kind of like a hostel. I don't know who this is. They tend to be pretty quiet about their clientele, but I recognize the vellum. You might find. I think that's where you need to go.
Xoruk will be a little confused about the hand thing, but we'll try to think little of it, and we'll simply give a nod before heading towards that direction.
Thanks for the hand. As you step away, and you find your way to what seems to be the place. It is a more busy section of Undersigil. There are kind of red lights that are pouring down from cracks in the ceiling above. One more survival check from you.
25.
You recognize that you are under the hive now at this point, pretty directly. The loud kind of booming sounds coming from above, groans of metal and screams echoing the various chasms that... Oh, I saw my internet dip for a second. 1 second. Did I go robot for a second?
For a split second, but
yeah,
we
just
heard
a
you.
fraction, just a hair.
Okay. But yeah, the cracks and caverns above you echoing these sounds. You recognize that you are below the hive at this point, but nonetheless, this, for lack of a better term, it is just a hostel. It's a tall, thin building. There is a bored-looking fallen angel, very clearly a fallen angel. They have like the broken halo, which is kind of one half is like literally hanging and floating and is like spinning around them, and the other one is just still and is kind of red in color. One of the wings is fully skeletalized, and they're like reading some sort of book of some kind. They're just leaning on the table, not really looking at you, but they seem to be running the place.
Greetings.
Looking for a spot to stay?
Sort of.
He will bring the vellum out.
This come from here?
Looks at it, pulls it close, smells it actually. Looks at you, narrows their eyes and leans in. I'm not usually at liberty to say, but seeing as you've already found your way here, it'd be foolish to lie. Yeah, this is a receipt from ours.
I'm looking for two individuals. Friends of mine. Illithid and a dragon. I do not know if they have taken humanoid form.
Insight check.
Sure. 24.
24. There is a look on their face, the way that their eyebrows kind of go up, they cock one of them. There is a very clear look of recognition on their face. We don't usually talk about our clientele or let people know that they're here, but I can take a message, and if they do happen to be here, I can let them know.
Look, I'm not here to make you appear or to steal any jink from them. They're friends of mine, and I need to find them.
Persuasion. With advantage, because you've already kind of been acting pretty on the level.
I'm going to take the 10.
Yeah, you're going to take the 10, not the 10?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. They look at you.
Wow.
Listen, you don't seem bad, but it's kind of company policy. You can wait here in the lobby, and I can see if we know the people, and I'll send it to one of our runners. But you have to wait a minute. I'm not gonna can't just...
Let me put it to you this way. They might be in a sort of trouble that brings a sort of calamity down on an establishment. If I can find them and I'm their friends trying to get them out, well, I shudder to think what could be following them.
You some kind of eye up? Or you banging around?
I'm, as I mentioned, a friend. A blood at getting people out of situations like this.
Roll an intimidation check.
You got it. 11.
11. They raise their eyebrows a little bit, kind of in a look of recognition. Let me see what I can do. One moment.
And
They...
Xoruk will take a seat in like the lobby area if there is one. If not,
Yeah, there's
he'll
like a
just
little
stick across,
lobby
like-
area, and they kind of stretch, close the book, and slowly get up and walk through a back door. A strange little four-eyed cat thing you now see is like sitting on a perch behind him. It has wings like a tressum, but the multiple tails, 2 extra legs, and 2 extra eyes indicate that it's something a little bit more, and is just staring at you while this person is gone.
Xoruk will acknowledge the creature that way doesn't feel ignored, but not try to stare at it back to sort of challenge it or anything. But he'll take a seat and just try to keep calm and center himself.
You take a seat, try to center yourself, and as you close your eyes, the scene is going to go dark with you closing your eyes, and we are going to open back up on a door opening up as the other group has made their way to the Sill Inn. Michael the Tout, who was Kazador's guide at the end of last session, has a sort of has a hand behind their back and is kind of gesturing. Right this way, he says. It was lovely watching you work back there. I can for sure let you know that while you're waiting, I can put in a good word with the missus for you. Feel free to take a seat. We can get you a drink. Do any of you want a drink? I can get something for you.
Well, some tea would be fine.
I'll be fine with just water, thank you.
Tea? What? Any kind of tea or what specifically?
Dealer's choice.
What do you mean, kinds of water?
Kind of look at you confused with it. There's a lot of different kinds of water. There's sparkling water, cursed water, blessed water, holy water, unholy water.
Never heard of sparkling water before. I'd like to try that.
Oh, sure, I can get that.
Yeah.
Anything for you, Master? Kind of gesturing at Vex.
Tea would be fine, thank you. And
What?
herbal.
Herbal, you got it. And for you, Captain?
What do you recommend?
Well, for a spell slinger like yourself, probably something along the lines of a rejuvenating tea of some kind. Got some fancy herbs.
Kazador was about to open his mouth and be like, "You can tell that just by looking at me," but then he thinks about the staff in his hand, the hat in his head, and he's like, "Yeah."
Kind of comes with the territory.
Let's do that then.
He's actually a monk.
It's got you pinned there.
Kazador cracks his knuckles. He holds his hands up like SpongeBob, and all of his fingers are broken.
They kind of tip their hat. You've got Captain Cutter. I'll be right back. And makes their way into. They make their way up to like a little kiosk, basically, where they talk to someone. And a little secretary goes into a back room, and they head up a pair of stairs. And you are left alone just for a moment here in the, lobby waiting area of the Sill Inn within Sigil.
Is there anything we know about this Kylie person? Jog my
yes.
memory, please.
Don't worry. My memory is also jogging at the moment, very slowly. There we go. Yes. Apparently this Kylie is an acquaintance of Marine. There's something called a tout.
Looks to Vex.
You are more familiar in the city than both of us. What is a tout?
Hey, Leah.
Yeah. You would know what a tout is. Touts are pretty famous. Famous in a loose sense. They are not considered one of the main factions of the city. Factions being the things that replaced the guilds not too long ago in the cosmic scale of things. The Touts are one of the few organizations that and this is just stuff you would kind of generally know, but they're one of the few organizations that lasted through the end of the Guild Wars because they weren't technically a guild when it all went down. They didn't take sides, they didn't fight in the war. They're more like a loosely organized and generally associated with each other group of individuals that work together for profit in the city. They are guides generally, but also an information network. They kind of operate more on the hive side of things. Like in the split between law and chaos, they lean a little bit more towards the chaotic, not really paying attention to the more larger organizations of the city and have their own sort of rule set. And they are kind of diametrically opposed to what are known as the Light Fellows. And the Light Fellows are basically the Harmonium supported guides of the city. They're the like official guides of the city, a bunch of individuals with these little light wands that will guide usually outsiders or bloods around the city that aren't as familiar. The Touts are a little bit more like the local information network. They're a little bit more ear to the ground, that kind of thing. And working with Xoruk, you would know all that.
Right. So with the Touts, first things first, they're not technically an official organization in the sense that you might see remnants of factions and like other sorts of groups that kind of have a label. In this case, we're talking about a group of people who keep an ear to the ground and sort of distribute and sell information. Sometimes they even provide guided tours. I think they operate like guides. However, it is important to understand that this particular group, they do work together for profit, are not, for lack of a better word, they are not, shall we say, official in any sort of. They seem to be struggling for the right word, but in a
Official,
say,
unofficial.
Yes. As a result, they seem to be opposed to the harmonium guides that are the official guides of the city. Consider, like, you know how some places might keep face? They might show off, like, specific information, specific things to keep a specific image or specific information in a sort of standardized way.
They show you only what they want you to see, rather than everything.
Right. Versus the Touts. The Touts don't do that.
They're more of a neutral force in the city, I guess.
Right.
What drives an individual to neutrality?
Sort of, yes.
Usually it's the avoidance of conflict.
Well, from what I've heard of the Lady of Pain... Oh, what was that?
As you're like saying that, and you're not really interrupted, it's just the door opening, and the secretary comes out with all your drinks and just kind of smiles and heads back behind the kiosk.
If half of what I've heard about the Lady of Pain is true, we should avoid conflict at all costs, so... Interesting that a neutral force is operating here. Yeah.
I would like to guess or perhaps make a hypothesis that the reason they're able to do so is probably because they keep, shall we say, less in view. They're less obvious.
Interesting.
Conversation kind of trails off. Oh, go ahead if there's more you want to say.
be the first to admit that if it weren't for Xoruk, I honestly probably wouldn't have been able to identify them myself or even know about them. So if that gives you any sort of inkling as to their stature, yeah, take that as you will.
Your insights are appreciated.
They will nod.
hope he's doing well. Things seem to be moving on the ground.
If Xoruk is as mighty as I've seen, I'm sure he's fine.
Cut to him just being like in the wackiest of scenarios, but
In
Yeah.
the wackiest of scenarios, I mean, I think that is a perfect time.
Oh,
to cut,
no.
because as you kind of
I
finish
was joking,
that-
but
No,
okay.
you're good. As you kind of finish that, there's the step, and walking down, you might have expected Michael the Tout, but you can very clearly hear. It sounds like heels as it's coming down, like it's that click, click, click sound. But as you look over, you realize it's talons, as the kind of smiling, curvy, and frankly scantily dressed Kylie comes down. And I will actually show some art. This is at Red Shice. They are on they're on a few different things, and especially my
oh my god, I love
blue
them.
sky, as very clearly
Very nice.
fiendishly influenced. They seem to have tiefling features, horns curling through the plumes on their head, long fangs, piercing red eyes, but they also have a vaguely bird-like aesthetic. Somewhat like you would recognize perhaps a Rakokra or something like that, wings on the arms, very clearly. She kind of sways towards you. Oh, well, got a new crew of... Looks 1, 2, 3. I thought they were supposed to be 5 of you. That's what Marine sent forward, yeah?
One of us is indisposed right now.
But
I
they should
see.
reunite with us later.
Well, then, we've got some new folks to bang around. Why don't you follow me up to my office? And turns and begins to head back up the stairs, her talons clicking up the stairs as you all follow. And as we kind of follow the camera looking up the stairwell, we actually go to a different stairwell. A stairwell down in the pits of Undersigil, as we zoom back to Xoruk going through the city. Let me just really quickly swap out some music. Xoruk, you make your way up the stairs into the second floor of this building, and you have been directed to the large room at the far end of the second floor. The individual passed your message on, and it seems as though you were told, or they wanted to see you, and you were told to go up to this room.
Xoruk, kind of taking his shaky hand, trying to center himself in this place, but not able to really do so on his own, is going to take a deep breath and follow as instructed towards the room.
You make your way towards the room, and the door is locked as you get there. It's like click, click. But not long after you click on the door, a voice enters your mind. Friend, is that you?
Grolin?
The door unlocks telekinetically and flies open, and floating towards you is a rather tall, lanky, kind of emaciated looking for an illithid. Looks what you would maybe describe as slightly malnourished. for what an illithid you would expect, and they weave their tentacles in such a way that it looks like a knotted beard in front of their face. Something that Xoruk, they do to put people at ease, because it hides the beak and gives them a slightly more humanoid appearance as Grolin, the freed mind flayer, floats towards you, arms outstretched in a hug.
Xoruk will close the door behind him and very quickly give him a hug into the tentacles. He trusts Grolin.
The tentacles kind of drape over you, and the hug squeezes tightly, stronger than their emaciated form would betray as they separate. I am so glad to see you. We had been looking for you in the city.
Apologies, I just arrived. When I heard that you were in Sigil, I came as soon as I could.
We are not used to staying in such crowded spaces. And kind of looks over their shoulder at their traveling companion, Kendranath, a chaos dragon, for those unfamiliar. Zan, would you like to describe Kendranath?
Right now, I would imagine, considering it's a humanoid-sized room, that they're in humanoid
it's
form.
Relatively large and vaulted, so it does look like they could fit, but they would be like absolutely pressed to the maximum because they're quite large. But so they're in their humanoid form right now.
Kendranath in humanoid form is what looks like a tiefling with very curly hair, almost dark reddish skin, a few freckles peeking from their face. While they look tiefling in appearance, their eyes very much scream draconic instead. As I imagine they would. I don't know how their vibe is currently, so I'm not going to speak on that. But
they're not like tense, but they're also not relaxed. I would say they're perched on the edge of the bed, and they're kind of pulling the window shade off to the side and looking out. But as the two of you begin speaking, they shut the shade and look back over. They have a pensive expression on as they stand up. And as they speak, their voice rolls across the room. Ah, friend. It has been far too long.
Very true. Apologies, I've been away. Vex and I, we found a crew that we're working with now currently. Got ourselves into a bit of trouble, so trying to figure that out before enjoying the pleasantries of Sigil and beyond.
I see. I mean no insults, but is this a crew we should get to know, or one you're merely with temporarily?
Xoruk will take a moment, kind of think about it.
I guess I hadn't thought that far. I respect the gap.
It's a fault of mine. I tend to look too far into the future.
No, it's all right. It's a safe question, considering, well, how often I travel from crew to crew. But this crew is different somehow. I can't quite place exactly why they intrigue me as much as they do. But the time being, the trouble that follows me now follows them. And until such times that such trouble is defeated, I don't feel comfortable leaving them.
As you say that, the two of them kind of look between each other. That is actually why we've sought you out, dear friend. Do you still travel with the one who goes by Vex?
Yes, of course.
They walk over to a table and lean over what looks like a bunch of papers and books spread out, and they flip through a book till they find a sheaf of vellum. It's kind of folded up, and they pluck it out and walk towards you, holding it out.
What's this?
I were attacked at one point. Briefly, seems as though they weren't seeking to harm or kill us in any way. They were seeking information. They attempted to invade my mind and were growling not with me. I fear they may have done so.
Wait, hold on. Where was this attack?
Out in Limbo, we were visiting.
What's that in Limbo? Alright. Do you know who attacked you?
Well, that we do know. Growlin, I will let you speak on that. Well, I can say for certain that they had no good intentions. What are your dealings with Yugoloth?
Oh fuck.
You were dealing with Yugoloth. Are you saying those were the ones who attacked you?
A Yugoloth. It attempted to invade my mind, Kandranath's mind. They kind of look a little sheepish. In a moment of heated emotion, I may have consumed them.
Certainly get no judgment from me. Yugoloths belong in the Grey Wastes.
This
But
I agree with.
did you know what they were trying to access from your mind, Kandranath?
I do not, but I do. Consuming their mind allowed me to read their memories. I can say for certain they were hired by another individual. They were seeking you. But what we originally worried was for you, I quickly found out otherwise. This was on their person. And Kandranath finishes handing you the piece of paper, and as you flip it open, it is a perfect recreation of Vex's face.
Sorting Hales. Alright. So they're trying to find me so they can get to Vex. This individual who they were hired by, they have a face, name, energy to them?
The Yugoloth did not know them by anything more than a title here in Sigil. Huntmaster of Hades.
Sorry, writing down notes.
Absolutely. Makes sense.
Alright. I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. That being said, Vex and I are traveling together, not currently in this exact second, of course, but they're on Sigil. I'll try to talk to them and make sure they're aware of the information you found.
With this information delivered, the two of us will be heading back out into the astral sea. We don't wish to draw more attention to the two of us than we already have.
Of course. It was great seeing you again. Aside from Sigil, we do have somewhat of a port of call in the Gnosis cluster. If you need to find some form of shelter or reprieve, that might be a decent spot for you to take a break.
Kandranath kind of strokes their chin. Was Dorothy there recently?
Xoruk will try and fail as his face kind of turns a little reddish.
Yes.
Are you two still together?
No, we're not.
I see. Kandranath kind of says, well, I hope you would not find it insulting if I sought them out. It has been some time.
Dorothy is still a good friend. All things considered, they care a lot, despite my shortcomings. I'm certain they'd be happy to see you.
I miss the brief times we traveled together. Take care. We will be finding the nearest door out, I believe. Looks over at Grolin. You know where one is to the abyss, yes? One nearby, yes. Just close to the top layer. We should be able to leave to Limbo pretty easily from there.
Before you head out, one last
Step
thing.
up.
Xoruk will take a dagger, take the long braided hair, or his long braid he has kind of tied up in his back, and at the very end of his hair will cut off a lock and hand it to specifically Grolin.
Grolin will, the eyes will go kind of wide. You, grant me an artifact of your body. Is this not sacred in your people?
It is. But it is also a form of practicality. If you need to find me or communicate with me in an area that is difficult to do so, this should serve as an appropriate reagent to locate me.
Ah, I see. It has been some time since I have practiced my arcane arts. Perhaps I could do with a little dusting off.
Even if it is not you, I'm certain that you can find the employ of a divination master anywhere you go.
Resourcefulness was always your boon, let's say. Now come, give me a hug before you head out.
Xoruk will be kind of working off the nerves. Will sit down and give a kind of sitting hug, specifically to Kandranath.
Mm-hmm. We'll hug you back and large form sort of squeeze you into theirs. You're a strong one. I have no doubt you will be fine.
You two take care of each other, okay? And next time we find each other, why don't we find a reason to celebrate rather than to need to separate again?
I see. Well, we look forward to when next we meet.
When next we meet.
When next we meet.
He'll kind of touch foreheads with or not Kandranath, I'm sorry, that's the wrong person. With Kandranath, kind of touching heads for a moment, letting the psychic connection feel a sense of warmth before standing up and doing the same for Grolin.
And Grolin will kind of meld emotions with you a little bit more, that psychic connection a little bit deeper between the two of you. And as you separate the two of them, Grolin kind of floats towards Kandranath, who hooks their arm comfortably over Grolin. We wish you the best on your journeys. We hope to see you soon.
Xoruk will take a deep breath, kind of put a warrior's arm over his chest as a salute and bow, calling them the Githzerai for Liberator. Malgir. I am terrible at farewells, so I look forward to our next meeting.
Till next we meet, Kandranath says again.
He will nod before leaving the door, locking it from the inside, and closing the door behind him.
And as the door shuts closed, we close another door as Kai Lee shuts their door to the office. And the rest of the crew, back in the Sill Inn, sees an expansive room. It is somewhere between a lounge, an office, and you can see likely a bedroom. There's another door that's half open with a poster bed on the side, in there with a bunch of mirror on the ceiling, lifted bed. It is very, very clearly a fancy room of some kind. But in the room that you are currently in, the lounge room, there's some gorgeous couches, a table with just the wildest selection of food you can imagine. There's things that look like normal fruits and that kind of thing. There is the head of some creature whose skull has been like carved off and the brains are just sitting out for like a little bit of steam coming off of them. The seats themselves are resplendent in make and decorated with a fine velvet cushion, crushed velvet shades, and what do you call it? The curtains hang in front of the windows at the far end. And Kylie gestures about the room. Please, my dears, you just take a load off, relax. I am looking forward to getting to know you.
Thank you kindly. Hakka finds like a beanbag chair, which he's never sat in for the first time, and his eyes dilate.
Mm-hmm. It's just big, soft,
Whoa,
cushion chair.
Rod sees you do that and follows the same example, and it's pretty much the same. The one eye dilating. It's like, yo.
it's. Have you seen that screen cap of like, it's from that one anime about like animation, the 3 like animators, and there's one character that's like in a beanbag chair. That's Hakka right now.
Aizoken.
Oh, is that Aizoken?
Yeah. I could get
yeah,
used to this.
You relax in the
This is-
beanbag chair. You follow as well, right?
Why is it so soft? Shouldn't
I don't know. I've never experienced something so soft. Hakka just passes out asleep.
Kylie looks over at you, Kazador. Only the nicest case for me, yeah? And looking about the group of you, y'all are not namers, I can say that for sure. But you're also not cages.
Speaking for myself, at least, I am from Toril. As is Hakka.
You're from the Big Blue.
I suppose. He just, like, looks around like, okay, first time hearing that one.
Don't worry about it. You are from Toril, then? You must be Bloods. Yeah, outsiders in name, but not in function from the look of it. My associate there, Michael, lovely little fella, he told me about your adventures in the square back there. I wanted to give you, well, props on your good work. I don't mean to park my ears, listening to your conversation downstairs, but it seems like you're not very familiar with me or my business. So, kind of sits down on a large, comfortable recliner. What is it I can do for you?
Well, for starters, I suppose a general feeling of the city itself wouldn't be remiss, I don't think. For some of us, this is our first time here.
I see. Still getting used to the place then? Makes sense. Well, I can tell you this. Giving you the brief overview, we've got big city with a bunch of different factions in it. Factions aren't as powerful as they used to be, but they still hold a bit of sway, mostly just in the social aspects. They can move people around the city, but they can't move the city itself. That's for the Lady of Pain. Highly recommend, if you're not familiar with the Lady of Pain, to avoid her at all costs. And if you do happen to be around her, just don't look, ignore her, don't make eye contact, and the last thing you should do, and make sure your whole crew knows this, don't worship her. She makes a face with that one and kind of like almost like sneers a little bit, out the window. Unless you're one of those bloody crazy folk.
Following.
You aren't with the following, right?
No.
We met a
Good.
few of those, yes.
Hakka rouses awake. Right. No, we are not.
Good, good. I've had to deal with some followers before, and they tend to be a little bit less reliable, let's say.
I recognize a cult when I see one. Sorry, Vex, you were going to say something.
When you say reliable, what exactly is it that you mean by that? Do you mean that in the sense that they aren't trustworthy, as in their information is incorrect? Or do you mean that in the sorts of bad keepers of the word?
It's really difficult to tell where their loyalties lie. You see, I pride myself on having a running. Am I cutting in and out? I see my voice going.
Yeah.
You're not cutting out. You're just a little robot-y. You're totally legible.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to double check. I see the Discord going flickering a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you want to change the server place?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can change the server really quickly.
Hold on to your butts.
The bot.
Oh, it's coming.
I'm about to bust.
doors, Ed boys.
I'm about to bust.
Oh.
We got two of them.
We are back.
There we go.
About to bust.
Sometimes you gotta flip it.
Sometimes you turn it off, turn it on again. It's not working. Okay. No, it's still fucking doing it. I think it's just Discord today.
It might be.
Yeah.
Technology.
Everything's falling apart.
I'm about
Gotta love it. Oh, here we go. Oh, God.
We are. Chat, we will figure this out. So you'll be making a Rolf-based NPC? Oh, God, no.
We're on the city of
No.
doors. This is where they would be.
Yeah.
Literally just Rolf is here.
Yeah.
That's my horse.
What is that?
No, this is where Rolf is from.
It is the Helm of Discipline. Do you live in a cave?
There we go. I think it's working now.
We've got it stable.
We've got it stable, y'all. Kylie, as Kylie was saying, explaining about the interactions with the following. It's difficult to know where their loyalties lie. I had a few of them before for jobs and the like, and save for the odd one or two, they tend to run off on a job, or how do I put this? They're more focused on things that they've been told from their eye-ups in their business, not mine. So I can't trust them with more important things. Knowing that you're not associated with them means I can trust you with more important jobs. If that is the kind of relationship you wish to make.
Hold on. Why would they be taking jobs if they are just not going to complete them at all?
Again, makes a very unenthusiastic face. Best way I can describe it is they're piggybacking off my resources. I don't control many doors myself, but I've got a lot of connections to a lot of different doors across the plains. I can get people through places pretty easily to where they need to go. And the following is trying really hard to spread out to different and new places. I don't think I need to explain much more. They're using me or my resources when I've hired them in the past to get to where they need to go for their own business when they give up on the job.
Oh, I see now.
Hitchhikers, stowaways. I've even had one of them bring a whole group of their own pilgrims in. Through the door I commissioned for them.
Great, so they lack integrity.
Kind of rolls her eyes. You won't catch most people saying that, but yes, at least in my opinion, they lack work integrity. I can't trust them. Speaking of trust, how much can I trust a lot of you?
Just for clarification's sake, this is a contact we received from
Marine.
Xoruk?
Marine, yeah.
Okay, Marine.
Yeah.
To that, I think Vex would pipe up and say, "We have a mutual contact, if that means anything."
Yes, Marine sent a message along ahead of you all. At least let me know that I was to expect a group of bloods passing through that might need my help.
If it...
No.
Oh, go. Go
No,
for
you
it.
first.
If it helps my credibility, and I can speak for Kazador as well, we are mighty heroes of Icewind Dale.
She kind of rolls an eye, just like I don't mean to break it to
Kazador just
you.
shakes his head.
I don't mean to break it to you, but we've got heroes of the realm like a dime a dozen out here.
We literally met two of the most powerful wizards in our planet's history yesterday, or not even yesterday, just a few moments ago. We did save Icewind Dale, though.
Well, I'm not familiar with any Icewind Dale, but I do eat ice. So, thank you for cracking some ice.
Thumbs up.
I can't stand ice. I never want to deal with ice again.
I have 2 potential points. One for our crew. Actually, I'm sorry. 3 potential points. 2 for our crew. 1 for myself. It may mean nothing to you. That's fine. Doesn't have to. So first off, Marine is officially a part of our crew.
Her eyes do go just a little wider with that one. Just like she kind of cocks the head a little to the side, strokes the chin. You don't say. Looking at Kazador with that one.
Secondly, it appears our captain and Hakka here. There's like a look on Vex's face when they say Hakka and the captain, in that sense of like Vex knows how Kazador feels about it, but putting some emphasis on it for storytelling purposes. Managed to take control of a nautiloid. It is theirs now. It is the KSS Homewrecker.
A nautiloid. And you're friends with Marine.
Mm-hmm.
That ship wouldn't happen to be Ibik Knolls, would it?
That's
There's
quite
a
the
smile.
deduction.
She smiles. Long time ago, I sent Marine and another crew after that ship. Never heard back. Seems in one way another job got done.
Ibik Null was reduced to a pile of ash.
She is smiling ear to ear, her fangs fully on display. I think we can make this work for sure. Now, I run a scratch my back, I scratch yours type of business. Unless you're working for the Tout specifically, I don't do anything just for free. But if there's anything you're looking for in the city, information-wise, if there's anything you're looking for in the city, equipment-wise, if there's anything you're looking for in the city, contact-wise, I am sure between me and my contacts, I can make it happen. Now, for every request you make of me, I will make a request of you. Usually something of equivalent difficulty. An errand for you in the city, small delivery job, quick assassination, something like that.
Getting a sense of deja vu.
Yeah, it takes us back, doesn't it? Oh, where do we begin? Hakka looks to Kazador. Do we want to pursue the lead about who sent the dragons that attacked us?
We
Kind of
I
cocks
do.
an eyebrow, looks about the group.
Oh, yes, before we met you, Vex and Rot, Hakka, or no, I'm Hakka, Kazador and I. Jesus Christ, I had an out-of-body experience there. Our nation was attacked by a bunch of, dragons being ridden by, Githzerai. We don't know who sent them, but...
What we do know is the fact that, as previously stated, for whatever reason there may be, whoever's in charge of them, or the Nautiloid, decided that they wanted us to attack you, and vice versa. A setup, a staging of some sort. With no leads and nowhere to go, we've been sitting on this information trying to gather more.
That's about the
Hakka
gist
and
of it.
Rot,
Oh,
with your passive perceptions of 20 and 25, the more Vex has spoken up and the longer that they've spoken, the more Kylie has been staring at them. And just so I can make sure that we're all on the level, I'm Kylie, current head of the Touts. Generally known as Kylie the Tout around the city. Pretty easy to remember. Holds out a hand towards each of you individually, one at a time. And your names are?
Kazador will go first. I am Kazador Rain, captain of the KSS Homewrecker, and I suppose Commodore of this expanding group.
She shakes your hand, and with her other hand, she flicks it, and a little mage hand appears on the desk behind her and begins scribbling down, as if she's taking notes for your names. A pleasure to meet you. And moves to Hakka.
I am Hakka Banemaw.
Shakes your hand. She moves to Rot, but she doesn't actually extend the hand towards you, Rot.
Oh no!
Rot doesn't take it personally, and they just wave and say, "Hi, I am Rot."
She does like a half bow. A pleasure to meet you, Rot. Kylie the Tout. And you?
Vex will extend out a hand. It's the gesture is very markedly different than you'd probably expect. It's not a warrior's touch, it's a noble's touch. As they are going to... I'm not using anything from my background, but you see definitely an air of, like, the proper etiquette is being pulled out in that regard. From probably where they're from. As they extend a hand to shake or to however they would like to approach, and they respond with, Vex Alibaster, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Roll a persuasion, Vex.
Oh, gosh. Oh no.
You can do it.
It's coming. He's thinking real hard about it. Of course, Roll20 would be like, hey, what if I taunt you right now? What if I make
Hey,
this
what if
the-
this took forever?
Right, what if this was the longest build-up in existence? Alright. Oh.
10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Keeping the 10?
No.
Fair enough.
not. We can do better. 14.
14.
Not much better, but it's still better.
It is.
It's better.
It is better. It is better. Vex Alibaster. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Again, Rot Hakka. There is a pause, and she is staring at Vex just for longer than she is drinking in the rest of you. Very distinctly longer.
Can
have a
I
question.
insight?
Mhm.
Go for it.
I was actually gonna ask on base of I'm this might be a stretch, so if it's a stretch, based on what I understand to be noble and or businessman etiquette, would I be able to catch on the fact that like, okay, like first I wasn't sure, but that's definitely a long stare. You're thinking about something.
It would be an insight check from you as well to recognize it. Your passive perception is not catching it. They are much higher passive perception. She's pretty subtle, so it would be an insight check to read her demeanor.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
All right.
However, Hakka and Rot, you both can roll me insight checks with advantage because of your your passive perceptions.
Will do.
That's
How's a
4, by the
24?
way.
Advantage, right? Yes. That's a 9.
Rot, you don't really think too much of it. You probably don't have the like social experience to deduce why it might be. Hakka, on the other hand, though,
I see you.
there
He doesn't
is
say
a
that.
very distinct look of recognition on Kylie. With the name and staring at Vex, there is almost like a very soft, subtle nod of her head as if she's recognizing Vex. And begins to float back over towards her desk.
Hey Vex, come here. Let's check out this cool plate of food over here.
Not very subtle, but like wants you to come over to like a corner with like food and stuff.
Vex like smiles like very politely, obviously, because presentation is necessary, but they narrow their eyes very subtly before walking over.
Doing that thing where it's like you like jut your head to like where you want to go, but still like looking at you like over here. And Hakka will bring you like in for like a little mini huddle over the food, like we're inspecting the food, but we're actually whispering to each other.
I think this person recognizes you from somewhere.
What gave you the inclination?
There's a look of recognition. Like, maybe your reputation precedes you.
There's like a Hakka, roll an insight check.
Oh, I'm just inciting everybody today. 18.
Yeah, there's like a split second, like it's one of those like blink and you miss it sort of looks of oh shit over their face before they slowly nod and then slow turn. There is a moment of internal contemplation, and I am going to do one of those lovely things of I am going to roll, if you would permit me, Leah, a wisdom check And depending on what that wisdom check comes up with, will determine whether or not I make this decision.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
At the moment, Kylie has walked back over to the desk and seems to be writing something down.
All right, we're doing it. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a moment where Vex will cross, very like giving the air of someone who doesn't want to interrupt whatever it is that they're doing, but gives that social cue of, may I have a word, as they kind of not hover, but do that like slow paced walk in front of the desk.
Roll a perception check or a stealth check.
It's stealth.
Yeah.
In my plate with that disadvantage?
Clang, 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 clang.
Well then.
You know what? No, this makes it interesting. We're keeping the low rolls. We're keeping the low rolls.
You're walking over, and she sees you walking over and shuts the thing she was writing in it before you get over there and looks up at you.
Mind if I have a word?
She gestures about the room. Not in front of your crew.
Not necessarily that I don't want them to be included. More so, I want to not interrupt or be disrespectful of you and your time. I do understand that you don't do things for free.
She leans forward. Well, we can speak here, or I can take you into my personal room if you want to talk alone. What do you need from us? Flashes a big, wide smile.
Forgive me for potential boldness. I don't like to be upfront or confrontational when it's not necessary. But do we know each other?
Roll persuasion or intimidation.
Oh, we're gonna go persuasion. That's higher. Come on, high roll. 18. She looks about the group of you. She looks over at Kazador. She looks down at the notebook she was writing in. She smiles a little bit. I suppose you're gonna find out sooner rather than later. But allow me to make a request. If you allow me to deliver some information to an individual, I can use that to reverse look into that individual for you. As recently, this has been delivered to me. And she flips open the book she was writing in and just closed and spins it. On one page is a letter she was halfway writing. On the other page, it fitted in this like big ledger is the exact, not the exact one, but an identical, ostensibly wanted poster within an exact recreation of your face.
Oh, shit. What did you do? What are you wanted for?
There are two potential things that come to mind. Let me ask you this. This is a great deal of information, and you're asking me whether or not I will take you up on quite the boon or offer. What exactly are you charging?
Well, you see, if I deliver the information that I've seen you in city and know where you are, I get paid a big sum. And if you allow me to do that, I can cozy on up to the individual who's paying me and look into them for you.
I understand that. That was understood. What I'm asking is if you are charging me for doing a service.
I mean, I'm
Because
getting paid if you just let me do it. You could stop me right now if you wanted to try.
I mean, let's be completely transparent. You have me at a disadvantage. I'm not stupid enough not to recognize that. In order for me to stop you, I would have to match or beat your price. And considering our current stature, I don't necessarily think that that is wise. So I'm asking again. I understand you're getting paid. I understand that this service does not come for free.
She
Quick question.
smiles. Oh, go ahead.
Just, we're all hearing this conversation, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, yep.
Vex is not being quiet either. I mean, like, they're
Yeah.
being quiet in the sense of they're not yelling, but they're not whispering. They're not excluding you
Absolutely,
from this
yeah.
conversation.
As you're saying that, like, Rod actually will walk to your side and look at Kaylee and say, if you want to deliver Vex, I just want to say I hope the pay is good enough for the collateral damage.
Just to be clear, I'm not delivering Vex. I'm delivering information to an individual about knowledge of their whereabouts. I will get paid for my brokerage of information. Now, you're wondering what I get out of this, out of helping you out. I have a theory about where this is going to lead. And if it does lead there, if it does, I'll have your word you'll do a job for me in that place.
Place.
Now, I don't know for sure. I don't want to get any hopes up, and I don't want to make any guesses in case that contaminates whatever investigation I do. So I'm not going to tell you right now. But this leads where I think it's gonna. You do a job for me there. We'll call it square, hey?
Hold up. You're asking me to do a job without any indication of what that job would entail. Now, I don't necessarily want to turn around and impede on your confidentiality. I recognize that that is something that you value, as you have just illustrated. However, if, hypothetically, this job, because I am a person who, unfortunately, for better or for worse, does have ethical and moral standards, there are certain things I will not do unless I am pushed. And even then, if I can avoid doing it, I won't do it. Would, as a counter bargain, information for information be a reasonable price, or is this non-negotiable?
It depends on the information you're offering. I like to keep a good relationship with my clientele. Now, just to be clear, you wouldn't be doing this job for me in wherever this ends up going just for free. Just to be absolutely clear. You get paid for the job. You just promise me now to do it. And if you're a morally upstanding individual, I have a strong feeling you're going to like the job that I end up giving you.
You talk about being morally upstanding, but you're still getting money out of them.
I mean, I'm not morally upstanding. They are.
And how
Listen,
are we
I
even
deal with all kinds of people. I deal with heroes, I deal with villains, I deal with devils, I deal with angels. At the end of the day, I just want to get paid, and I want to keep going.
I may be new to the city, but authorities so far don't seem to be aware Vex is here. If you change that, how are we even going to be able to come back?
I don't think it's the authorities that are after Vex.
No, I don't think it's the authorities either.
Some
but again,
sort of private party.
But again, I have my thoughts, I have my theories. And I could also be entirely wrong, as I have been about many things. And there's just like a quick flash as like Vex throws a look at Hakka and Kazador before looking back
I
at.
can tell you this now. There's a bounty hunter looking for you.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
There's a bounty hunter looking for you.
Well, I understood that. Otherwise, I
To be
wouldn't do that.
absolutely clear. Sorry, what was that, Vex?
They gesture to the wanted poster. Like, they understand a wanted poster means that people are gonna come looking. You know, someone wants them, dead or alive, right?
Well, yeah, it doesn't have a dead or alive on it. It just has a face. It doesn't really have any markings on it or anything like that.
Okay. Well, this is an assumption they are making then.
Yeah.
Here's my understanding. If you let Kylie go and tell this person that you are here, Kylie will then come back to us and give us some dirt on them.
If
That's the plan, yes.
If I do a job for them.
That's a contingent thing. You see, I get paid, you get information. I don't even get paid by you. I get paid, you get information, and you let me do it. Not cause a stink right here. In the future, should this lead where I think, you do a job for me.
That is the contingency that I'm worried about. After all, and there's a slow look to the rest of the party, there are things that I'm aware of that are left behind closed doors.
So what's your ideal then? If you're not agreeing to this,
It's
how
not
do
that
we...
I'm not agreeing. It is that I'm trying to gather as much information as possible. After all, forgive me, it is my own well-being that I am looking after. I feel like that is a fair thing for a person to do, is to want to ask questions when something of this sort is brought up. I will be completely transparent with you and say this is not the first time that I've had to deal with something of a similar nature. I'm just trying to take caution. I'm sure you can understand that. It's not ill will in the sense of your agreement. It's not necessarily a disagreement. It is that I would rather be completely 100% knowledgeable in the best way that I can be, given the limitations placed on the table, in order for me to make a decision. Now, I think...
Just to be clear, I can't give you the details on the job...
Right.
Yet. Well, I don't know if it's going to happen, and that would be giving proprietary information from the client away to individuals who might not take it.
Right. And I understand that. I'm just clarifying. You said that I was of a disagreement. Just wanted to make it clear that I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to understand all of the pieces that are available to me. And I think you can understand that.
To an extent, yes. I'm just wanting to figure out, and looks at over at Kazador. You're the captain, right? What's the call? Are we making a deal here? You want information from me? Are we going to spit back and forth?
Here's my question. I know that you're talking to Kazador, but I do have one more question. If information is not feasible to you, or rather you ask depending on the information, what information is valuable to you?
Secrets are helpful. Information about planes is helpful. Usually information about specific people who are important in the city can be helpful. I just find it unlikely you're going to have something particularly useful to me informationally.
And that's what I wanted to figure out. because I do have information about other planes. I don't necessarily know it'll be something that you're interested in, but it's worth a shot. And at that point, Vex will turn to Kazador and say, I have my thoughts, I have my opinions. What say you?
To be frank, and I don't mean to sound dismissive, this doesn't exactly seem like much my business. If there is a bounty hunter somewhere in the city looking for you, he gestures to Vex. Personally, I am not sure the decision should fall to me on this matter. But if you would like me to, I can make a decision.
No. I just would rather have your input before I make a decision because, after all, I am a member of your crew. There is a potential that if there's danger seeking me out, there is danger seeking everyone out, just by proxy.
And
That
with
said-
me present, I will crush any danger.
They offer a smile.
That
With
is true.
With that, I'll take your information, and I will take your job. However, understand, if said job does come to fruition, if said
Sorry.
job does conflict upon the limitations and contingencies I have placed upon this agreement, I would request that you accept a counter offer of some kind.
Kylie, who's been writing during this whole time, scratches a few lines out and would flip around the ledger that she's been writing in. It seems a rudimentary contract has been written up. This here states that you will not in any way harm me or otherwise find retribution for me turning in information about your bounty, and in return, I provide information to you. There's a contingency here down in a subsection, and it states that should this information lead to a specific job inquiry of mine, that you will at least consider the job.
I, Leah, would like to determine if there's any small print.
Yep, roll it. This is investigation check, probably.
Sure.
Yeah,
Roll a
unless there's
notary
something
check?
specific, yeah.
Would,
Roll a
would
notary check, yeah.
can I do guidance?
Do you? It's the thing we've talked about before. Do you walk up and do the by the power of the ancestors?
Yeah,
I believe in...
Hakka, it's very obvious if Kylie like doesn't like it. Well, tough, but like I'm gonna just in the background.
Doesn't really do anything. Would cock an eyebrow at it, but feel free to roll investigation with the D4.
Forgive me, I'm doing some
15.
Pilates.
Plus 4, 16.
Oh.
There is one fine print, and it
Uh-oh.
does state that if you deny the job that she offers on that contingency, that you will accept another job.
Ooh.
Okay. That is what I asked for. So
But like will, it says will. If you deny that job, you will absolutely, like, contractually obligated to do a job for her. Yep. And holds it out with there are like 8 lines below it for like various signatures. Seems to be like a pretty generalized page she wrote it on.
yeah.
You all sign right there on the dotted line, and I'll get to work sorting out your information.
I would like to point out that Vex's signature is stupidly fancy.
Hell yeah.
It's like when people stare at older forms of English contract sign and it has the serifs, and it has the filigree, and it just
The
looks.
swoops, yeah.
It's stupidly ridiculous. It's gorgeous. Can you read it? Debatable.
But it's calligraphic for sure.
100%.
And as you all sign it, the last bit of ink dipping into the well and writing the last name. Hakka probably dipping a claw in and pressing it on the page.
Yeah.
As you all sign the contract, we're going to really quickly flash back to where Xoruk, you are stepping out of the hostel that you have just exited from your meeting with Grolin and Kandranoth. And you are not but a minute down the street before the kind of thumping music, wafting smell of cigarettes and freshly poured alcohol hits your nose, drifting out of some very clearly den of inequity in the depths of the hive.
Xoruk will take a deep breath, realizing that Naimana, Grolin, and Kandranoth are all safe, at least as safe as they can be. Will finally let himself kind of find a moment of peace and calm, and kind of smelling the tobacco and the sweet sense of debauchery, he will follow his nose for a break.
You follow your nose. There is a brief sign in, so we're gonna like go from one signature to another, as there's a like you know the forms you have to sign before you go into like a dangerous area?
Mm.
One of
Oh my
those
God.
forms, basically. Like they are not responsive liability form. They have you sign before you enter, and you enter into a very intense fiendish club of some kind. And,
Okay.
yeah. Is there anything you would like to describe Xoruk doing in that? Or is there anything that Xoruk you would want to know?
Or who he's doing, or...
I think Xoruk, first and foremost, would no longer feeling the pressure of a job that needs to be done immediately, is going to very quickly seek sort of a sensory overload sensation by being at the source of the music, kind of dancing, engaging in any sort of libation that might be spread around, just as much in being in the moment as much as possible.
There are various like individuals who walk around with their bodies like dipped in various drugs and just allow people to take the drugs off of them in various manners. There are individuals who are like walking around with various alcoholic beverages, people hanging from leather straps and ropes in the ceiling, as the pounding of music numbs Xoruk's senses and drifts off into the night. And that's where we're going to take a quick break.
Man, I wonder what
Alrighty.
Xoruk's up to right now.
Before I disappear, I think Roll20. I think my connection is doing something weird. I did want to bring it to your attention, Leah, that I did want to do something. When we get back.
Absolutely, yeah. Back with Kylie in that room.
No, once we've left.
Got it. And we will pick back up with that here very shortly. I'm going to really quickly run to the restroom. Thank you all for being here for the session today.
We did it.
Thank you for running.
Leah.
Oh,
Having a good time. Yeah, but yeah. What's up, Saris?
Staring at you. What?
What do you mean? Everything's fine.
Anyway, I'm gonna go make myself.
What?
Make myself some tea.
What in the nine hells could? What does a bounty hunter want to do with you?
So dead ass. I do have theories. I do have some potential. I think this might be connecting to a thing. But we'll get there when we get there. I'm gonna go get some tea. I'm gonna side eye Leah from my kitchen.
Well, I'm getting some coffee. Be right back. Oh, and before I go,
Xoruk is
just a
in
reminder.
full rave gear. Oh, yeah.
Also, a reminder to chat to drink your legs and stretch some water. Very important.
This is Xoruk right now. The gif of this kid. Chat, it's that gif of that like kid with sunglasses like dancing. You know the one in the club.
Oh, you do.
Finally, Xoruk gets to let loose a little bit.
I hope Xoruk is all right out there.
A frog hemoth is like a frog hemoth is like twerking in the background, and he's just like, yeah.
Apologies, Captain. I have business to attend to. Business to attend to.
I mean, recreation is kind of necessary, you know. You gotta let a load off every now and then. Sometimes literally. Hope you guys are staying warm. Weather's been heckin' weird. Oh yeah, I have heaters.
I got a space heater on right now.
Yeah, I also have 3 lizards in this room with heating elements, so I'm like, my room is toasty. It's fine.
I actually cleaned my filter while we were having that contract negotiation.
I've just been drawing in my sketchbook, which by the way, chat, I got a physical sketchbook. I haven't like kept a sketchbook for like years, and I'm gonna get back into the habit of that. Traditional medium,
Art
paper
for
and pen.
art's sake.
Yep. Yeah. I'm going back to my roots. Okay, then third question: why are the YouTube playlists for this and Vecna arranged backwards?
Because
hey Connor.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up with that?
Because that's what happens when I upload them.
I'll be honest, it's because the way that YouTube orders when you're setting it up in the YouTube studio is backwards. Like, it's set up backwards and it's very confusing. You have
I wonder
to
if I can
order it.
Can I just like switch that so I don't have to
you can
manually
adjust it.
fucking put in everyone the way I want it?
Yeah, so if you go to the YouTube studio, you can go to your playlists and then you can just drag them to the spot they're supposed to be in.
Fucking YouTube, innit?
Fucking YouTube, innit?
And YouTube, innit?
But I'm good to go whenever we have everyone back.
Kazador's Guide to the Playlist.
Playlist Guide to the Cosmos.
You know, Hakka and Rot's ship name would just be Hot.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Wow. Rocka Hot.
No, just hot.
Did that do it?
Mm.
I just switched it from newest to oldest.
Yeah.
And now I'll go for Eve of Ruin.
Yeah, I think that actually will fix it, yeah.
Also, is it anybody else? I hear a Zubat in the fucking background.
So
music.
that is part of this track that's being used right now.
Okay.
Got it.
Every once in a while there'll be like a mystical like.
I swear, it sounds exactly like a Zubat.
Yeah, it probably is a similar sound bite. I actually will be moving us off of this one here.
It's not annoying, but it's just like
Oh no, I'm just moving us off for a different reason.
I see.
I
see.
Sudden, incredibly noticeable sound.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna go see if I can get something to eat.
Oh, yeah, go eat something.
I'll be right back. Whoa! Ignore all this.
Boom da boom da boom da boom da.
Tara, how much would it cost for you to draw front-facing Hakka?
I've done that.
I require.
1 second. Where is this? I know where it is. I just need to find it. Here we are. Unfortunately, it's a screenshot of a screenshot. Maybe I can find the actual fucking picture. 1 second. Under. Yeah, here's a sketch of it. I can't find that finalized version. It must have just. I've lost so many files over the years. It's kind of annoying. And it's not my computer's fault. It's my fault. I do not organize my files well.
Mm-hmm.
My nightmare is like somebody a year or two after a commission is like, "Hey, do you know where that file is? I lost it." And I'm like, "Me too."
Your computer is... Someone going on your computer is going to have that one fucking goofy meme. Shit, bitch, you live like this?
Yep. Damn, bitch, you live like this?
I have coffee.
Yay!
Coffee.
What do you have in your coffee?
Hmm?
What do you have in your coffee?
It's coffee. I like to drink
Fucking
it black.
based! High five!
Why would I ruin it? Yeah, let me check it. It's Colombian grounds, dark roast. Let me check it again. Yeah, no, this then it's when I get as a gift is.
Okie dokie, sorry about that. I'm here.
I am also
Very
back.
good.
Oh, the timing. Heck yeah.
I've got a pair.
A pair? Pair
Yeah.
of what?
We made that joke already.
But we didn't do that on air.
Oh
That's
shit! God damn it!
My joke now.
Plus it's on stream, it doesn't count.
I've got a pair of huge swinging nuts.
Whoa!
Hell
now.
yeah.
But I also have a genus Pyrus that I'm going to consume.
Oh.
I have a notebook.
Ooh. How does it taste?
Good.
Hold on. Like paper.
Huh.
Good paper.
I mean, it is expected, but I don't know. I thought there would be more.
A little bit of like ink.
Mm-hmm.
We all good? Does
Oh.
anyone need any extra time?
I'm
I
good.
think I'm good.
I am also good.
In that case, diving back into it, Xoruk, we're not going to pick up with you, but I am going to really quickly describe a thing before we go to what Vex's
Zex?
scene is.
Zex?
While you're in the club,
That's the
you
ship.
are partying, enjoying yourself, drinking, and the audience / us, as we're watching, we would see an individual staring at Xoruk throughout a lot of this, who would then lean over to another individual, and the other individual, a little imp, flies up through the rafters and out through a little porthole window near the top, and out over the Undercity of Undersigil. And we follow it for a little bit before the camera whips off in another direction through these tunnels and back to the other party, where Vex, you wanted to do something.
So the first thing, once we are we it's collective agreement? We're leaving this establishment, right?
Are we?
You were
Like,
signing a contract.
Yeah, you're. Like,
I mean, yeah, you
I
all
don't-
finished signing the contract. Kylie would have been like, right, well, I'm going to get this information out and start cooking on our business. You're welcome to stay here. We have plenty of rooms here in the inn, or if you have somewhere else to stay, don't let me hold you up. And would
We
head into
appreciate-
another room.
And
If we-
as they leave, Vex would just say, "We appreciate your hospitality."
I appreciate you not attacking me.
If we are to leave, how would we contact you? Or vice versa?
I looks about the group. Now that I've met you, I have means of contacting you.
Ominous.
Tending.
Oh, don't
It's
worry.
just a sending spell.
Yeah,
I assume one of you
right.
can do it.
we also.
Hakka raises his hand.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch, and if you need me, you can always come here, and I'll find my way back here. Leave a message at the front desk.
Of course. Ah.
She'd kind of tip her hat and head out of the room, and you all are left, you know, with the spread in front of you.
What
but
the
you're also
hell
welcome
is
to
th-
leave.
By the way, what the hell is this? Hakka holds up a weird food. What is it, Leah?
It's some sort of sandwich, but the bread is not bread. It's straight up like rocks. I shit you not. And in between is some sort of strange red spread that kind of smells like honey.
Hakka eats it.
It looks like a rock. It feels like a rock, and you bite into it, and it's surprisingly soft. It has like a little bit of like a crust on the outside, but the inside it's almost like a Rice Krispie.
Tastes better than it looks. Anyway, where the hell are we going?
I
have a recommendation. However, given the circumstances, I don't know as I would like to offer it currently.
Well,
Makes
shoot.
a shifty eye look at the establishment.
We have just been made aware that someone is going after you. Not only that, the person who told us pretty much just said that they are going to deliver your information to them. Anywhere we go, it's going to be a problem.
Yet I have one place that I know that I have an ally.
Oh?
I repeat, I don't think it would be wise to speak it aloud here.
Rodnots.
Well, Vex, I trust you implicitly. Lead the way.
Very well. Leah, I think you know where we're going.
Mm-hmm. One by one, you stand up, grab whatever snacks or drinks you'd like to, and begin to make your way down the stairs and out the front door. And as we open the front door to you all leaving the Sill Inn, we are going to then flash cut to Xoruk stumbling out of the front door, probably a few hours later from the House of Debauchery. Xoruk, feel free to describe like how you would be, how you would be leaving. I kind of took the reins for you with you stumbling out, but I give them to you right before you leave, so you can describe Xoruk as they would.
Xoruk's composure is completely gone. His face is a mess. His hair is kind of just tattered and scattered around. It looks like he's been laughing, he's been crying. He doesn't look at all his organized and composed self. His clothes are barely just kind of draping out of his armor. And rather than trying to find a place to rest or to pause, he's going to look for any form of spa or bathhouse that he could find.
You stumble out, still kind of like woozy, laughing. You kind of go down the stairs a little bit, looking for some sort of reprieve or moment, and you notice that there are three. You wouldn't not three. There'd be one very large. It's almost dog shaped, but it is skeletal. It has a bunch of round orbs where the eyes would be set into the sockets, and just about 6 eyes or so that are kind of looking around. And it seems to be scraping its face against the stone, and it looks up before letting out a kind of jagged sound that really just sounds like bones scraping together with a little bit of wetness in there. And as it makes that sound, you look up, and from around the corner of the direction you're headed, a tendril hooks around, barbed and flicking the air. It curls, growing wider and thicker, revealing a quadrupedal being with a circular mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth, chitin-like plating on its body, and just no eyes but multiple sets of nostrils surrounding the mouth as it and seems to be on a leash. And you're kind of like taking in this circumstance before the bone thing almost lunges at you and gets pulled on a leash. Take a step back, and coming from under a little bit of shade from one of just the various open air stalls out in this courtyard, an individual in heavy plate, gray metal with filigree all over it, a bow slung over their back, a sword at their side, and a buckler permanently attached to one arm. They wear a helmet that looks like a taxidermy dragon skull with their opaline eyes reflecting out from underneath. They let out a low whistle, and you would turn to go the other way when something you recognize kind of slithers out from around that alley. Merilith. Weapons not drawn, but snake-like body curling, hands resting on the hilts of scimitars.
You're a Xoruk, right?
The
I don't take
individual in the dragon helm speaks up.
I don't take it either of you are masseuse.
Well, actually, I am. The Merilith speaks up.
Xoruk will smile like, oh, and
Heyo.
will start to take off his breastplate.
She would straight up like slither up to you. Do you mind?
Oh no, if you don't.
She begins to help you remove your armor. And the other individual kind of chuckles a little bit.
Only if you do, really.
Yeah. The other individual kind of chuckles a little bit, smiling. Seems like this is going to be easier than I thought. I was led to believe you were a bit of a hard target. You're making this easy for us.
He kind of, his eyes kind of barely able to stay open.
What do you mean? I'm pretty... I'd like to say I'm pretty relaxed, all things considered.
You definitely are.
You're not a geek, so why would you have any business with me?
Just really quickly, one question. I found you. Looks up, makes eye contact with you as you're kind of like looking towards them. Now, where is the cambion that goes by Vex Alibaster?
Immediately, his eyes will
Aw.
sharpen as he tries to break from his stupor and lunges for his daggers.
You lunge for your daggers. I need you to roll a strength saving throw as the Merilith wraps around you.
26.
Holy
26.
shit!
You flex out of it as she tries to, taking off your breastplate, she tries to then wrap her tail around you and keep you still. You go for the daggers and stumble forward. You act in this moment. I'm going to bring you to the map.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit!
There you go.
Oh fuck. He is not wearing his armor, so I'm just gonna remove that AC real quick.
This one has not revealed itself yet, so I'll move this back over to the tent.
Which one?
Oh,
It
don't worry
hasn't
about
revealed itself yet. Yeah.
Exactly. But you are up first, Xoruk.
Xoruk with his... I don't think he'd grab... I guess he would grab the mind daggers first, because this is what he's used to, rather than the newer one. Is going to kind of move to try and grab, I suppose, the mirror lot that was next to him, or that is next to him.
Mhm. Yep.
So he won't get the cool assassin abilities on this, but he's going to try and grab them. 29, holy shit.
29. You manage to reverse the Merilith's grip as she's trying to wrap around you with her arms and her tail. You expertly kind of lift your body up, bracing it on her arms, and get your lower torso out of the grip of her tail. And while holding onto the arms, twist it around her back and have her in like an arm hold.
And then with the other arm, going to bring a dagger, the flat of which will be on her chest, with the blade pointed towards her neck.
Now hold on. Who the sodding hairs are you?
That'll be his go, as he's going to try and negotiate rather than just fight his way through this.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get to Marilith would go next. Actually, no, Gigi would go next. The bounty hunter very clearly now steps forward and looks towards you.
Now you see, you didn't answer my question. So why am I supposed to answer yours? I'll ask one more time. And if you don't answer, I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Not that I'm complaining. Been looking forward to it.
Begins to unsheath their weapon.
Where is Vex Alibaster?
Sod off.
Yeah, yeah.
Take him.
And the Marilith they're going to do their funny he-who ability. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as they act on their turn.
Okay. 9.
9.
No.
They once again, you with intent look towards them, sawed off, but once again you make eye contact with them, and those opaline eyes flicker and reflect. You feel yourself suddenly entranced by them. You suddenly find yourself agreeing with them.
Now don't resist.
You are charmed. While you are charmed, you are stunned.
Okay.
Don't resist, and you won't get hurt too much.
The Marilith is going to attempt to grapple you in response, like to try to reverse the grapple. I need another athletics check. With disadvantage because you're stunned.
It's 27.
Jesus Christ.
27.
God damn.
The Marilith, your instincts are still going off, and you were just just charmed. What?
I think you cut out for a second, but we're good now.
Okay. You were just charmed by the bounty hunter, not by any of the others. So the Marilith trying to like wrap you up doesn't like you're still able to resist it. You kind of shove her away.
I imagine a lot of it is just Xoruk's just instincts. He's just like locked eyes with the bounty hunter and just instinctually moving out of the way of harm.
Just kind of snarling a little bit. The bounty hunter is going to yank one of the chains from the darkness, and coming out is another little creature. This little creature is also walking on fours. All three of the things in front of it, not the Marilith, but the others, are walking on fours. This one doesn't really have like paws or legs or anything like that, but these strange sort of spikes that it's walking on. It has a mouth in its back and on its head, and seems to be letting out this low moan. And it is going to hold out one of its appendages, and the spikes that it's sort of walking on, it almost fires out at you, its arm becoming long and stringy as it stretches out to hit you. 24?
That definitely hit.
24, alrighty. It's going to be 9 plus 11, 23 points of piercing damage. And as it goes through some part, either of your body or of your clothing or your equipment, you are grappled by this harpoon.
Oh,
Okay.
It is then going to attempt to drag you towards it a little bit, and you move. Makes one, and then uses. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. 6.
Damn.
6. You find yourself suddenly, like your mind is pierced by a ton of moaning and screaming. An intense sense of loneliness and sorrow fills your chest. You take 8 plus 7 points of psychic, so 15 points of psychic damage, and you are dragged right up next to it. Marilyn also dragged as well.
Round down or round up? I forget.
Round down.
Got it. Tracked.
So 15 down to 7. That is Saraswan's turn. The Vlazok is going to turn and pounce on you. And is going to make 2 attacks as it pounces on you. That's a 21 and a 23.
Both hit. He's not wearing his armor.
Yep. You're going to take 11 plus 5, so 16 points of piercing, and then another 16 points of piercing damage, and you are prone.
I don't like
As
this.
it straight pounces on you, knocking you to the ground. You're impaled by the harpoon. Lastly, the strange whipping tongue dog creature, the tongue while you're on the ground, tries to wrap around you and is going to make a tongue attack on you as a fellow.
So, harpoon, grappled, and prone on the ground. Okay, making sure.
Yep. Harpoon, grappled, prone on the ground. That's an 18 to hit you with the tongue.
That's definitely a hit.
Yep. And that's going to deal an extra 14 points of slashing damage, and you are grappled by that as well.
Oh, goodness.
They have a job.
Yep, makes sense.
For the job. As that is all their turn, we get back up to the top with the bounty hunter starting to look towards you. Weapon's not even really out yet. They're just kind of sneering a little bit under the dragon helm, and it is your turn.
So he's still charmed. Can he not? He can only not attack the person who's charming him?
Yeah, correct.
Got it. Okay. Then the one with the harpoon, Xoruk's going to try and pull them closer and swing at them just while prone.
Yeah, this strange, screaming, gray-skinned creature with a bunch of, like, harpoon limbs.
We're going to bonus action Zephyr Strike.
Oh!
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that, but it doesn't provoke attack opportunity. Let's see. Deal an extra 1d8 damage on hit. Yes, I think we're going to expend that as soon as we can. But we are going to stab with the Mind Dagger.
You got it.
That's a 13 to hit.
13.
Assuming I still have disadvantage.
You still have disadvantage, prone on the ground, and you are stunned until the end of your turn.
All right. And second swing.
A 13 misses.
28
is hit.
That is 7 piercing, and we'll do the Zephyr Strike damage as well.
Alrighty.
Woo! 14 damage.
Ooh. Hell yeah. You stab into this thing, a gray ooze begins to pour down it, and the creature lets out a low, pained moan.
We're going to action surge. We're not going down without a fight.
Fuck yeah.
First swing. 16 to hit.
You got it. 16 just hits. That is its armor.
7 pierce. Oh, I forgot to do psychic damage on the first one. Sorry, give me a second.
Yeah, feel free to add on this one.
So
that's an extra 9, 7, 16. Got it.
Second swing.
So
21 to hit.
Hits.
7 plus 3. So 10 more damage.
10 more damage. You got it.
That was bonus action and all actions.
Bonus action, all actions. This thing has you harpooned. You whip out the dagger and you start stabbing repeatedly, trying to sever the harpoon from you. As you're sawing through it, this thing letting out moan, a gout of this gray liquid pouring onto the ground, pooling below it, and you kind of spraying onto you as you're rolling on the ground, struggling with the large bone creature above you, the Vlazok, just haranguing you. That's what this thing is. That's the bone bat. Hello.
Yippee! All right, let's go.
Yippee! I will also, just to show off art for the Sarasworn too.
Oh boy.
They're fun
Oh.
fellows.
Okay.
Remember that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Anyways, with that turn, it is going to become Jijibisha's turn. They are going to... the bounty hunter looks down towards you, and they actually stow the rest of their weapon. They go digging through a bag, and they pull out a pair of cuffs.
Put these on for me, will you?
And they hold them out towards you.
No, charm doesn't mean mind control, right?
Nope.
Just means I can't attack them. Got it.
They are going to... they're just going to hold them out right now, almost like they're offering you a way out of this ass kicking. As they don't attack on their turn, they just grab this and hold it out. And the Marlith is honestly kind of annoyed at you because you've been avoiding their grapples and have been reverse grappling them. They don't even pull out the scimitars. They close their fists, and she just starts punching you while you're on the ground.
Fair.
Jesus Christ.
Like, just repeatedly. It's 24, 25, 16, 13, 18, 24.
Only the 13 will miss.
Only 13 will miss, so that's 5 hits. And this is just 1 plus mod, so 25 points of damage.
All right, damage tracked.
One more strength save, as she's still going to try to wrap her tail around you.
Oh, shit.
She's trying to wrap her tail around you, and you pull out the dagger and stab it into her, and she pulls back in pain. I'm actually going to have you, because she's failed so many times, I'm going to have you roll one dagger set of damage on her.
Let's go.
She's holding her tail like when Peter Griffin scrapes his knee.
8 damage.
All right. As she gets a little bit of a sting, and she goes back in to keep punching you. The Vlazok is going to wrap its jaws around you and start slamming you on the ground repeatedly. Is a 14 and a 20.
14 will miss. 21 will hit. Or 20 will hit.
On prone target, it gets one more attack, and a 23.
That's it.
All right.
Keep fighting!
9.
What round do we all show up and help Leah?
Yeah. 9 plus 7, 16 plus 5, 21 points of piercing damage, or bludgeoning damage, I'm going to say, from the slam downward.
Got
and
it.
Then it brings up a paw and stomps down on you. Oop, those are D10s, not D8s. Got to reroll that.
I'd like to deep strike.
Yeah, you got it. It's 10, 19, 24 points of bludgeoning damage as it stomps down on you.
All right, damage tracked.
The Marilyn Vlazok, Sorrowsworn, is at the start of its turn. I need to make another Wisdom saving throw.
9.
9. And then I need to make 2 more Wisdom saving throws. As it drags you closer, it holds its mouth over you, and it just starts screaming.
I don't know if I advantage or disadvantage, or if it's just flat.
No, you are done. Sun went away at the end of your turn, so it's just flat. So 9, 23, 6. So you're going to take full, half, full. And I'm just going to /roll 8. So you take 15 reduced to 7, 24 reduced to 12 reduced to 6, and then 11 reduced to 5.
What kind of damage is this?
Psychic. So that's why I was halving all of it.
Gotcha, okay.
So
it's already halved.
Half to 7, yeah.
Okay, and it's very much down.
Yep.
At what point do
as
we get to just superhero pose down?
Yep. Okay, so that is its turn. The Caniloth is going to now bite and claw at you as it has you on the ground and with its tongue. 22.
That's automatically a death save, right? Because it can't slow him down.
Excuse me.
Oh, did you go down off of that last hit?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that would be one automatic death save, and it does go in for the kill before it gets stopped like yanked back the huntmaster yanks back on the chain, pulling the thing away as the claw goes next to you. It's gonna get to your turn. Roll a death save.
Okay.
Nat 1, just to spite this guy. Damn it.
14.
14 gets to their turn. You come to as a basic healing potion is poured into your mouth. Oh, forgot to roll it.
Oh, it's coming.
You get 9 points of health back as the Huntmaster is looming over you, pouring it in your mouth, and they kind of lift you up. They're clasping the manacles around your wrists, and you feel like a connection with the astral realm that you always sort of have, sort of dissipate a little bit as these manacles get wrapped around you.
Now come on, we're gonna have a quick discussion.
Wait. I'll go with you. Just one last thing.
Leans the ear towards you.
He's gonna drop the daggers, and I'm assuming still charmed. So he's gonna headbutt the gray guy.
Oh,
Just directly in the head.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Roll an attack roll with advantage.
I was ready for you to bite his ear off.
If I'm still charmed, I can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
I guess it would just be the equivalent of a strength
There's a reason
save.
he hasn't been attacking you.
20 hit.
Yeah, because it would break the charm.
Because it would drop the charm, yep.
Yeah.
You smash your... Roll me a d6 and then add your strength to it as you just smash your head into this thing's face as it lets out a... and stumbles back.
As it stumbles back, he will then look towards the bounty hunter.
Right, now I'm ready.
Respect. And lifts up the fist and goes down to punch you out cold as we flash cut to Vex. You're leading the party through the city, yeah?
Yeah, I sure am.
Yeah, you pass through the main market, like going south from the Sill Inn, and eventually find your way to a little, like through some alleys, and there's what you all would see is a log cabin just sitting in the center of a road of sigil.
Is this place safe?
It does not look very hidden.
So for my sake, I'm gonna nothing looks suspicious and perception check to see if we're being followed.
A roll, if anyone would, if anyone would like, roll perception checks. We do have
Absolutely.
a passage for Hakka and Rot.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And Vex is now on high alert.
What? How's a 34? Just shy of a crit.
Damn.
Good.
Damn.
At least one of us
27.
can see.
I attribute Hakka's really high perception to
Oh,
being like, oh wow, to
Yeah,
basically
now check this
just-
out.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready
What's
for
coming?
it.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that's still good.
Nice. I love it when dice tell a story.
We are
I-
only
I-
high alert.
Where the fuck is Xoruk?
I attribute Hakka's high perception to like the spirits will sometimes just point things out to him.
Hell yeah.
So each of you sees a different thing. Hakka, you see following after the group is one of the members of the following who you recognize from the courtyard battle. One of the ones that was just in the group behind the succubus that was speaking with you all, just one of the members of the clergy. But you notice them, and it's not like they've been following you for a long time. You, with your 34, would, as you were walking through the market, they were just there kind of preaching, and they looked and they saw you, and they've been following you since then. The reason why you get that one with the highest possible roll is because the following has a way of blending in with the crowns that makes it a lot less standing out. And they pause a lot on the way. It's kind of like they stop, will follow you for a little bit, then talk to people, and then try to like catch back up with you. So it's not the whole time. It makes it super not obvious.
We're being followed by the following.
Kazador, you at one point see Michael the Tout, who has returned to their spot in the Great Bazaar, which is where you first met them. And they also do a similar thing where they recognize you, but they're a lot less subtle. They're just kind of following a bit behind. Almost like they're keeping an eye on you all. If you would like look towards them and like make eye contact, they would even go so far as to like wave at you, seemingly not really trying to be very stealthy, but you would notice it.
I think Kazador would just nod at them. Yeah,
It kind of gives you a nod as well.
So the followers are sort of sandwiched between us and Michael the Tout.
Yes, at that point.
Gotcha. Okay.
Rot. At one point, a silhouette in an alley catches your eye as you're passing by it, of something that is stumbling towards you.
How big is the silhouette?
Roughly humanoid in size.
Does it sound familiar to the thing that was following me in the underground?
Do you like go back and like look in the alleyway as you pass by it?
Yes.
Seeing the silhouette again, just so everyone knows, the way I run dark vision is you get silhouettes of things. You don't see the details, you can see the silhouettes of things. It has a similar, but not the same silhouette. Similar spots where the humanoid part almost like collapses inward, and then parts where it like fans outward in other spots. Strange, flat growths on the legs, a almost spindle, wiry like growth off of one shoulder that looks almost like hair, but way too web-like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rod immediately, like after stopping in the alleyway, runs back to the group. The wrong thing is back. The wrong thing is following me here too.
Do you all look back towards the alley?
Yeah.
You look back towards the alley as you're walking away, and you wait for it, and maybe a minute or so later, stumbling through slowly, is a strange sight. It has the vague shape of a humanoid form, but its body is not made of what normal humans would be made of. Tendrils of what look almost like vines, but they writhe in a much more active manner. The limbs and muscles seemingly made of corded, knotting mycelial networks. A mound of rot and algae and decay in the shape of a humanoid begins to make its way towards the group.
So I feel like in this moment I would do something slightly impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It may not work, but if I'm thinking about the way you're describing this creature, and I'm thinking about the potential here where Vex's head is. I think I think they would do it. I do think they would do it. They're going to they're going to do it. They're going to flash that holy symbol and they're going to use turn undead.
Oh shit.
All right. You flash. There is a pulse of magic from you. There are some undead nearby, just like a skeleton with its head in a wheelbarrow that's just kind of moving past. That as you do that, looks over and just like fucking runs. Like, what the fuck?
Oh shit!
As they get
Okay,
the fuck
we'll
out of
leave.
here.
Fucking hell, God.
I gotta get out of here.
Fucking guesses.
This thing takes another stumbling step towards the group.
Shit.
Seemingly not even like paused by it. Vex, this thing is not dead. But you do not know what the fuck it is.
Is it our wormy friend that we let go?
No, it seemingly is made of like natural, almost plant-like material, but it's more like loam or vegetation that's like half rotted. Best way I can describe it is as if a cordyceps mushroom took over your compost pile.
It shaped itself like a human, kinda.
And it's vaguely shaped like a human, and is just kind of stumbling towards you.
I have one more thing I can potentially do that I'm thinking about.
They've got thoughts. Unless someone else wants to do anything.
Yeah, Kazador is going to hold a hand up to this creature. You can understand me. Stop where you are.
It takes another half a step forward before Kazador, you understand this language inherently. A word in Draconic rings out.
Oh,
over
Hakka
the
speaks
crowd.
Draconic.
Hakka would also speak Draconic, I forgot.
Yeah.
Halt! And the creature stops in its tracks. And stepping through the crowd is an individual whose body seems to be made of like dripping gray liquid with these table-like mushrooms almost growing off of it in different sections. My apologies. It seems as though my servant got away from me.
Your servant.
Insight.
Yes. And gestures at the thing.
Insight.
Yeah, roll an insight.
Insight?
11.
There is a... What are you looking for with an insight?
I want to know if he's stalling, like bullshitting us, stalling to prevent us from,
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be... Hasn't even looked at you once in this moment, Vex. Doesn't seem to be particularly interested in you.
Okay.
Is just looking at the individual or the thing and looks over at Kazador, who's holding the hand up. And then the eyes would... What stands for eyes, these pale orbs with a faint light glowing in the back of them, kind of yellow-orange in color, just rest in the liquefied head. And they slowly drift over looking at Rot.
Ah, I see what intrigued them so.
Rod is sheepishly hiding behind the rest of the group. Like they run to the back at the moment they spotted the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
We're kind of like, it would probably be at the moment like where you like peer out to like get a look at some point. They would look over at you.
Ah. Well, pardon me, I do not mean to interrupt.
And they hold out their hand, and a cloud of spores would like plume from the hand and wrap around the being before it sort of straightens up and walks back towards it.
Much better. My apologies.
They're speaking in common or draconic?
They were originally, the halt was in Draconic. As they're speaking to you, it seems to be in common.
Are there more of those? It points to the servant.
Algoids? Why, yes, a great number of them.
One of them follow me very intently in the Undercity.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Many algoids ended up there after certain events.
You are?
Oh, pardon me. My name is Mazix. I am the current mouth of Moander here in Sigurd.
What was that? Sorry, Rot?
Just repeat it like Moander?
Yes, the Jawed God?
Looking at you all like expecting someone to recognize it. Vex, roll me a religion check with advantage.
Sure. Oh, whoops. Well,
Very nice.
The 21, you know a considerable amount of Moander, considering that they were diametrically opposed to the church you were raised in. And one of their main opponents is Selune, being that one of their main allies is Shar. They are an ancient deity of rot, corruption, and decay, with titles like the Darkbringer, the Jawed God, the Rotting God, the Great Dead God, the Creeping God, Beast Lord, Old Moldy, or the Foul God.
I see why they would take interest then. I suspect that you find our companion to be, shall we say, a person of interest.
Would kind of look over at Rot, trying to like get a bit of an angle.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose. It's not very often I see an individual so greatly blessed by our Lord.
Vex will kind of make a look at first Rot, but then at Kazador. Kazador, you don't need an insight. They're not thrilled at the fact that we are being stalled.
Kazador will look at this individual. Apologies, but we were making our way somewhere, and we must be going.
Oh, no, I apologize on my behalf. My servant here interrupted you.
And they flick their hand, and this thing kind of falls in line behind it.
My apologies. Have a decaying day.
And begins to walk away, unless otherwise addressed.
Hakka just blinks.
I can explain in more detail when we get to a spot that we are safe in. I apologize, but I do not think it is wise of us to waste time.
I
Indeed.
get it. Rod shuffles a little like uneasy though, like if there is something they wanted to say but nods and moves along.
Saris, I'm saving your nat 20 for in a minute.
Okay.
And not long after you, like, you were pretty close to the entrance. You arrive at the front doorstep of this log cabin. A small sign kind of hangs, creaking as if blown by an imaginary wind, that merely states the Sullen Moon Tavern.
Vex will, without a word, begin keeping a casual pace, but there is a sense of urgency hidden underneath it. They will walk straight up to the door and open it.
You walk straight up to the door and open it. The moment you all enter the door, the, like, feeling of the place you're in completely changes. It's as if you are stepping in from a cold winter's day into the warm hearth. There is the smell of burning log fire and a faint, sweet, almost fruity scent that kind of hangs in the air, faintly plum-like, if you'd recognize it. There are maybe one individual at the far end who's talking to the person behind some sort of desk counter, and they're kind of waving at them this small, what looks like halfling, as you all enter, and this individual kind of walks down the hallway, and the halfling goes to look up at you, as you all see this individual.
Hey!
Oh, hey there, we got Vex. Is that you?
That it is. They
Oh
will
my God!
pull
She just
something-
hops over the table. Come here, come here.
They pull out something out of their pocket and they set it on the table as per ritual. And they will walk over, but there is definitely a sense of hypervigilant rigidity to them. So when they do embrace, there is a stiffness to it.
Oh, hon, are you okay? You seem really upset. Is something the matter? Hi, you must be friends of X. Frost, nice to meet you.
This is the crew that I have been traveling with of my companions here. They will gesture a hand out. This is Kazador Rain. He is the captain of the ship. This is Hakka Banemaw, and this is Rot. Our fifth. There's a complete they go to say something, and there's nothing.
Hakka. Yeah.
Doesn't this place look a bit familiar?
I was going to
does
say.
it now? Oh, it does that. It does that. It usually takes the form of the most familiar place for a lot of people.
I think...
Hakka just has this worried look with Kazador, just like, okay.
It's rather uncanny.
Does everyone else see this?
Do we?
Yeah, you are in the same seeming place. You actually would notice Frost kind of look around. You know, it has been a while. You two wouldn't happen to own a tavern, would you?
In Icewind Dale.
That would do it. That would do it.
You wouldn't have to be related to a Nimsy Huddle, would you?
No, I'm not related to Huddles or whatever their name are. No, I'm. You can call me Frost. I tend to just go by that. No, you see, we're in a. How do you describe? We're in a place where thoughts influence the actual physical place that you're in. So because you two come from your bloods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you two come from the material plane, you have such a vivid memory. You must have really thought of this place as home.
Oh.
It's shaping what's around us. It's even more powerful than my vision of my home. It's probably because I wasn't there for very long.
Well,
You must have quite the spirit there, young man. Points at you, Hakka. You just got called a young man by what looks like a 20-something-year-old halfling.
Sure, yes, I have quite the spirit, or, well, the spirits.
I can tell.
There's actually a look of like, okay, real respects real. Like, okay, I see you. All right.
You'll fit right at home here if you're at home with spirits.
Well, Vex, what, I think we're in a safe place, what? You've been biting your tongue this whole time.
Frost, is there a place that we can have a little bit of privacy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This whole place is... I use, like, a decent chunk of my magic to just, like, keep this place protected and hidden from anything that would try to find anyone in here. So, yep, feel free to rest around. Any of the rooms, you shouldn't be able to hear anything. Thickwood knocks on it.
And Frost.
Yeah?
If anyone asks for me, no they didn't, and you didn't see me.
See who? Winks.
And we will march right over to the
Really
designated...
quickly, before you head out, do you want me to bring you like a bottle of alcohol or something? Is it that kind of day?
Vex is going to look to the party.
I'm fine.
I'm fine too.
How about a kettle?
You got
Would
it.
you have? Thank you.
I've got some snowberries in the back I can boil.
I appreciate you.
Snowberries.
And there's... Vex is going to give like a shoulder squeeze to Frost.
She'll kind of give you a little bit of a wrist squeeze and show you all to a room as you all settle in and get a chance quietly amongst yourselves. You can, she'll even, knowing you and knowing you want some privacy, she will show you up to like a large upstairs room that's very quiet.
And Vex will be the last person to enter the room.
Mm-hmm.
And also
Okay.
remind me just for my notes, what is this place called again? Sorry.
The Sullen Moon Tavern.
Okay.
They will, like I said, escort everyone in, and once everyone is... What kind of situation do we have here? Is it like a bed and a bunch of chairs? Like what sort
Physically, it is exactly what it looks like on the board. So you would be in the large... This like second section over here is actually just the upstairs. It connects via these stairs.
Got it.
So anything out here.
Sure. So wherever the crew decides to settle up, they're not going to take a seat. They're going to stand. And they wait. There's a moment of pause. They're going to drop their cloak, revealing the two wings that you saw before Hakka, and say,
All right, so there are a few things that I feel like we should put into the air. There are a couple of potential ideas that I might have as to why I'm being sought out. However, if I'm being honest, I don't necessarily know why there's a bounty on my head.
the first thing that they're going to do then, after revealing the two wings on their back, is they're going to pull out the letter that has been previously mentioned, and they're going to pass it to Kazador.
Kazador will have this almost lost look, but he like sort of snaps back to attention as has something in front of him, and he shakes his head, grabs the note.
You are quickly able to translate the note as it is written in Infernal. Your time studying devilish plots and intrigue have led you to be fairly fluent in it, especially at the written contract aspect of it. And as you're reading through it, it doesn't seem to be a contract, it is a letter to addressing Vex as name, Alibaster, and them to the manor of Zariel on the first layer of hell in Avernus. The last thing it says is, I look forward to meeting face to face, and I hope this will answer some of your questions.
When you
And then
are
it's
ready.
signed, but it just has a claw mark in the signature section.
When you are ready, there is unfortunately more, but I understand that this can be a lot. So take all the time you need, ask questions you would like.
Well, Kazador, what does it say?
Cannot read Infernal.
I need to actually write this thing out at some point.
Oh, sorry.
I also cannot read Infernal.
Oh,
no, but I have stated, like we've talked about this. You can read it to the point, like you are fluent enough in it to the point where you can read this letter.
And if not,
yeah.
Vex would just recite it aloud. If they were to get the inkling that you couldn't read it, they would just say it out loud, make it abundantly clear.
It looks like he has a little bit of trouble with it, but he looks like he understands the gist of it. This has to do with an archdevil.
Hakka's eyes go wide.
So it would seem.
Which archdevil?
That's a great question, Hakka. I wish I could tell you.
Do we have the letter in writing anywhere? Like,
I am literally currently writing
Gotcha.
it out. I have aspects of it in my notes, and I'm putting it into a thing in Roll20 so that y'all can read it out loud.
I hope you understand that this was not something that I intended to hide. There wasn't exactly a good time to address it. And with all of the other important things that we had on our mind, and considering there wasn't exactly a time stamp on expectation, I didn't want to undermine our priorities.
I understand that when it comes to devils, things are never really clear.
I slowly nod. So, if I had to guess, that is option one of things that I'm aware about as to why I might be sought out.
And to be perfectly honest, when Kylie had mentioned needing me to do a job in a specific location, this was the one place I immediately thought of. In my, shall we say, repertoire of secrets that might be relevant, so I thought I would bring it to the table first. However, that is not the only thing.
He just looks expectantly.
They then will take off the holy symbol of Ravenkind and place it on the table. When I was traveling, prior to being here, here as in literally Sigil, I was, as may have been alluded to, in a place called Barovia. While I was there, I was traveling with a few other people. Upon leaving, at one point I saw a vision of the one lone friend that I had. You see that they're having a very hard time getting this out. The one friend who stayed alive, I saw a vision of them being tortured. I don't know where they are. I don't know in what capacity they are. I don't even know if they're still alive. But if I know one thing in this world, breaking somebody for any reason can draw out anything out of a person if that person is not strong-willed enough or is not in the best state of mind, or if they have no choice. So that is option 2. Is there some connection between this, gestures to the holy symbol, and my friend, if they are still alive? That might trace back to me as well if someone is using them to seek me out. That is the only other thing that I can think of within my realm of knowledge that might get us into the situation. If there's anything else, I have no idea, and that is the honest truth.
I am so sorry, Vex. This burden.
There are heavier things in life. Unfortunately, this seems rather par for the course. But I appreciate your empathy.
Would any of you mind if I cast Sending to Xoruk? We need to be together as soon as possible.
What about the earring? It's not a spell, and I don't know necessarily if we should be sending actual spells in this moment.
Do the earrings work across? I thought it was like a range, like of 60
feet. The earrings do work. It is a larger range than 60 feet. They do not seem to function with the same level of distance within Sigil.
Okay, good to know.
So Sending be the right call there?
Sending would potentially. Yeah, I will say for the sake of mechanically, the distance for in general for them is like 5 miles or something like that. Something crazy. But for when you're in Sigil, it is just the district you're in that it'll apply to.
Okay.
The wrapping magical nature of Sigil makes it much more difficult for the divinational aspect of it to transfer.
Things are getting dire. Things are getting rather dire, and Xoruk needs to be with us.
I completely agree, and if he is expecting us to be at the previous location, he needs to know that we're no longer there. In fact, it would be better if he didn't go there at all.
So I'm going to cast Sending. I actually typed out 25 words.
All right.
Right off that third
I
slot.
will let you know when to deliver that. As you go to cast the magic is going to flare, fill up the screen, and we are going to zoom out of a candle that is lighting a room just barely, just enough where you can see the silhouette of Xoruk, who's been kind of strung up, and the Huntmaster's kind of cleaning off a instrument of some kind. Xoruk, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
6.
Oh. You are currently in this moment unconscious. As the individual is kind of like wiping it off, they would say something like,
I'll be honest, didn't last as long as I thought you would. But I'm impressed you didn't spill the beans. I'll be back when you wake up.
Stabs the utensil in the ground and leaves through the door, the manacles still kind of holding you up. And while you're unconscious for a moment, the camera would then see a small shift in the corner of the room. Something that had been dark and still and quiet, as rising a little bit and cleaning some grime off of itself. The small form of Marsh.
Marsh!
Let's go.
Walk out of the corner and kind of take a look around before walking up to Xoruk's unconscious body, kind of climbing up him and then reaching into his chest and from the soft body pulling out a basic healing potion that they have had hidden since before the campaign. And they shout out to you, Ross, that's all you, and pours it into Xoruk's mouth. Xoruk, the liquid, giving you, I'm gonna say, another 8 points of healing as you come to consciousness, looking Marsh pretty directly in the face as he's kind of clinging onto your shoulder, pouring the potion in your mouth.
Oh, well. Figured you'd be here sitting next to torture me.
Cocks the head at you, like, huh?
There's no point in responding. I can't understand you anyways. You know where we... you know where... Oh, never mind, no point in asking. I just looks around.
Hops down off of you. You are in a small, dingy room, dirt floor, wooden walls. You're being strung up by chain to a ceiling that's kind of vaulted, just enough that you can kind of stand. And there is a table at the far end of the room with a bunch of like instruments and a lantern. Marsh would kind of cock its head at you, and then it would walk over to what you probably didn't see immediately because the curtains are drawn. It would have looked like a flat wall. Would walk over and whoosh, open up the blinds, allowing you to see somewhere deep within the hive. Xoruk, is there anything you do in this moment? Anything you want to say?
He's kind of tied up right now, and he can't really communicate to Marsh, so he's just gonna stand there, try to center himself the best he can, just spitting hair out of his face.
Marsh, at this moment, while you're spitting hair out of your face and you're looking over, is trying to open up the window and failing. And it's in this moment, Hakka, your message comes through.
Okay, you would hear, and I don't know if sending like sends your voice, but Hakka would say over the sending.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Xoruk, we are at the Sullen Moon Tavern. When you are done with your friends, come find us there. Vex is wanted and being hunted.
He doesn't know you've been captured. That
Yeah, no one does.
yeah.
Xoruk, 25 words to respond.
Help 25 times.
Captured in chains with Marsh. That's all he sends.
Mm-hmm.
So Hakka sends the sending spell, and there's a look of like Hakka getting the message, and so it's Hakka in chains, captured in chains with Marsh. Yeah, that was the message.
Yep.
There's a look of like Hakka gets the
Flashback to the room
message,
you're in, yeah.
and Kazador, you've seen this from Hakka. When he begins shaking with rage, Hakka's fuck ass mad. Claws digging into the wooden floor, teeth gritting.
What? What's wrong?
Vex! Xoruk's been captured. He's in chains.
And now it's time for y'all to see what it looks like when Vex is mad. You hear the sound of plate scraping as they grip both of their fists, also shaking. You see their wings flare, and for flavor, you start to see almost that same like dark spiritual energy starting to almost fog-like billow around them. If I have to do something mechanical, we'll say form of dread, but like for flavor, oh, they're pissed. They're fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, you can describe it. If it's just flavor, like the thaumaturgy can do all of that for you.
Pretty
Fucking-
much, yeah,
the
right?
spiritual pressure got turned to 11
Yeah.
in this room.
Yep.
Hakka
and
just looks at Vex.
Good. Harness
They-
that hatred. Harness that rage. If you are
Kazador-
truly to instill fear in our enemies, we must break them before we engage them.
Kazador simply stands.
Looks to Kazador.
Moves to leave the tavern.
The group of you begin to make your way out of the tavern one by one, and it's as you do, Vex, door opens, you turn, and you see something really small running towards you. The little form of Marsh?
Oh.
Just running towards you.
Oh shit.
they don't move.
Yeah, in the
Just
direction.
walk.
Yeah. As Marsh makes it up to you, they would at that point, you would all see the direction that Vex is looking in as they pause, rather than rushing off in a direction. You see Marsh rushing up, rushes up to like Rot, grabs Rot, and starts like dragging Rot in a specific direction.
Wait a minute. Wait, how did you get here?
We're gonna flash to the other Marsh right now, and the other Marsh.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's more of them now.
There's always been more.
Yeah,
The other Marsh that's with Xoruk right now is currently they kind of give up on the window. They hop off and they run over to a little table. They're gonna yoink one of the instruments out, and they're gonna climb up Xoruk again. And Xoruk, they're gonna hand you the instrument into one of your hands. You're currently alone. You have an instrument. You're tied up. What do you do?
Like a musical instrument?
Torture instruments.
Oh, I see.
A long metal rod with a hook on the end.
Xoruk's gonna kind of sob for a moment, just taking a deep breath in. Covered in wounds, missing a tooth or two. Just not in a great state. But recognizing this might be the only opportunity he has, he's gonna try and sleight of hand with the instrument to break free.
Alright, roll a sleight of hand and a stealth check.
24, 32.
24, 32. It's difficult. Your arms are in a really awkward angle, and you know you have to be quiet. But with the long metal rod that you have, you manage to angle.
He's hung up. He's hung up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Xoruk is going to kind of, realizing there's not much he can do to get leverage into the pick itself, or the pick lock itself. He's gonna put the instrument in his teeth and purposely dislocate his left shoulder to move it in a better position. After kind of biting down to hold to make sure he doesn't scream, he'll then, with the lowered position of the dislocated arm, he's going to try and pick lock with his right hand into that lowered position.
You succeed with a 24, and I will say that adds that last little bit that you need to click it in. You click. the pain surging through you, you fighting to stay conscious, drop to the floor. The dimensional shackles, which you recognize with the runes in them, collapse to the ground around you, and you feel that connection to the astral plane return.
Dimensional shackles? Oh, fuck.
He's going to take a long breath, kind of work on these shackles on his feet before, or he's going to pop his shoulder back in and then start working on the shackles on his feet. And then we'll look towards the window, and feeling the connection to the astral again, he's going to try and mage hand the window open for Marsh.
The window, once again, struggling, you notice that it has been nailed down. That is the reason why Marsh was unable to open it previously.
Fair enough. Then Xoruk's just going to try and work to get his bindings off.
Not long later, you manage to get your bindings off, but you hear shifting in the room in front of you through the door. Something walking towards the door.
Xoruk's going to do a sharp but subtle whistle. I can't whistle above game, so just to get Marsh's attention, to kind of motion up against a wall. Then Xoruk's going to take one of the, I imagine, torture implements in either hand and stand next to where the door would open.
You stand up next to where the door would open. It sounds like there's the person moves towards the door and then there's a pause. Sounds like there's a conversation going on in the other room. And then the door goes to open. It starts to turn before a crashing sound is heard through the other room. I would like everyone else to describe how they crash into the room, like in the other area, as you found this place.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Vex goes first.
Yeah.
So, just for clarification, we're beelining, right?
Yeah, you are led via this marsh through the various streets of Sigil into the hive, and when you are eventually led to a ramshackle wooden building with it has a porch and everything, and outside on the porch is this weird red dog thing with a long tongue flicking in the air. There's some windows, a big a big wooden door, not many windows, just in the front area, and one on the back. But you wouldn't have seen it from the direction you would have come up in.
Are we to assume this is the location?
I'm asking Marsh.
Marsh points and begins running towards the building.
Are we to just break down the door? Or would you all prefer to go in quietly?
Are they near the door?
I would say.
Are they near the building?
Yeah, I'd say they're near the building now.
Then, if you'll allow it, Saris, you'll feel from the bond that Xoruk and Vex have a whinge of extreme pain during the time when he dislocates his arm.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that. Take a hero point for that, Xoruk.
This does not change what they say, but it's the sense of they know from previous experience that even if the emotion says we break down the door, we cannot always break down the door, and therefore they
How
are
stealthy
asking
are the group of you as you approach?
Not.
That's a great question, Mega
No.
You're not. As you're saying
the situation
this,
has evolved past being subtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look and some closes the blinds and you see movement happening on the inside.
All right.
So as if suddenly they're reacting to something happening.
Yeah, all right, they know we're here. Hammer to the door.
Hammer. Door goes off its hinges as Vex silhouettes in bunch of dusty Candleoff that's on the front step, kind of perking up, waking up after suddenly being awoken with you slamming through the door. You hear a shit from a back room, and Xoruk, while you're kind of leaned up against the wall, you hear a shit from the other side of the door as the door opens up. Right, come on, we've gotta. What do you do?
Xoruk's just going to try and grapple the one who's immediately in front of the door.
You grapple the one who's immediately in front of the door, and that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh! You fucked around with the wrong party.
Thank you all for bearing with me with my idea. I had a fun one to add some intrigue, I hope, and Zan was very, very generous enough to let me to go along with it.
Go along with it. Zan stabbed the shit out of them before being taken away.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Good session, y'all.
I want to keep going, god damn it.
Yeah.
I do too. That's why I gotta call it here. A lot of good work. I'm actually gonna give 1 hero point in addition to the one you got, Zan. 1 hero point across the board.
Hooray!
Let's go.
I will say the piano is a little too
Yeah,
smooth
I
for
meant to change it before that last little circumstance, and I forgot. That was.
It's all good, but I'm just like, yeah, the peaceful, quiet do and sigil, and then it's just
This is what Stan Lee is listening to on his headphones as we're like blowing this place up.
Yeah, that is amazing. Yep, absolutely.
Just the gentle piano while Vex just fucking sends somebody's head in their chest cavity. Kazador liquefies someone with lightning, and Hakka sucks someone's soul out. Meanwhile, Stan's like, there just like...
I need like one goon to like open up the door, see the situation, and just close the door. Like, no.
Something happening there? No.
I'm supposed to clean this building right now? No, I'll come back later.
Fuck that shit. I'm not getting beat up by Batman. Oh my god. Oh, I want to keep going.
Well, sadly, that is going to call an end to this episode of Kazador's Guide, but next episode is gearing up to be quite interesting indeed. But for now, let's go around the horn and de-introduce our players. Starting with TheropodArt.
Oh, hello. Hi. It's me, your boy, TheropodArt. Got nothing really to promote right now. Life is a little crazy right now because one of the things going on is I got a lizard that needs surgery. There's the GoFundMe. Please give me money because surgery is expensive. Other than that, I have a new day job, so streams and art's a little fucky right now, but once the day job streamlines and once the lizard's all taken care of, things should come back to semi-normal. Other than that, if you like this D&D, I'm here on Tuesdays, where I play a big booby lizard lady, and Mondays, Ravenloft, where I play a gay lizard. I just play a lot of scaly stuff. It's a problem. Shut up. No you. Yeah. That's me. That's all I got going on.
Excellent. And up next we've got XanillisGrimm. And up next we've got Tixdixl.
Oh. I didn't realize I was muted. My bad.
Of the internet at XanillisGrimm, specifically Blue Sky, where I post my streaming schedule. I'm in so much D&D. If you want to know what my schedule is, you should check out my Blue Sky. Also, support Beanbag.
Definitely support Beanbag. He's so full of beans.
Yep. It's gotta get.
Hey, I'm Saris. Catch me all over the internet at Tixdixl. I make a lot of art and cosplay stuff. And if you want to see me DM, you can see me Sunday, twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn at 2:30 p.m. PST, where I DM a wonderful show that is gothic horror in the domains of dread. So if that piques your interest, go check that out. I don't know why I head checked the mic. You can't see me.
Ah, fuck!
Reverse Uno, indeed. Up next, we've got Citra King.
Who's also muted.
Up next, we got Amusing Thalia.
Hi, I'm Citra King. You can find me at all my stuff on social media at Citra King. I do a lot of art. I do art for cool shows, and I don't know if I have commissions open right now. You can. I don't think so. You can find me some other time.
Oh no!
Doing
Citrix
commission
Mike's
stuff.
dead.
Oh, Citrix
Mike's
died.
dead
No.
somehow? No!
Oh no! How long has it been gone? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
you've been quiet for a while.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Right, there we go.
I don't know what was that.
Oh,
You've been quiet for so long. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's not a matter that I was muted. Like I just.
What is happening with technology right now?
I don't know.
Everything's
Fart
worse.
must.
Fuck you, Windows 11.
Yeah, I definitely upgraded to Windows 11.
Ooh. Did you actually want to introduce yourself or de-introduce yourself, Citric?
I was doing that too.
Let's get to it.
I get Citric gonna be like, "Hey, you want to see a dead body?" Twitter.
Yeah. Hi, hello, I'm Cedric. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Cedric King, everywhere being mainly Blue Sky, then Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter if you want to see a dead body. Not this week, but next week I am on a Candlekeep game. The last of our Candlekeep group. I still don't know who's going to stream it, but by next Friday I'll know for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have going on. Besides just saying like, helping me out. Being back needs help. This is not an ask. We're at the point that I think that we need to start threatening people.
No.
Hell yeah.
It's just the image of Citric with the gun.
Let me get it.
Fuck yeah, burn it all down.
Hell yeah.
All right. You know what? Yeah,
You know, you give me the stick.
You're
I'll
right.
be the carrot.
You're right, guys. I am no longer asking. Give me money for my lizard. Just give me money right now. I'm not fucking around.
I'm getting on. I'm going to Piper. I'm going to Piper. You could be the stick. I'll add incentive. If the GoFundMe gets cleared, I'll take a picture of Thero and I holding hands.
Holy shit! And you're gonna post that?
Fucking
Oh my
lewd.
God.
Yeah, I'll do full lewd.
That's
If Thero
not
gets
even
fully
gonna
funded,
be
we'll show a
illegal,
hole.
It
y'all.
would give me an excuse to go visit you, besides just in and out burger.
Well, I gotta go do my laundry, so I'm coming up to your place.
There you go.
Right. Make sure you visit my mom's place.
There every weekend.
I was trying not to.
Got the season pass.
I got the fucking fast pass.
Nobody respects the fast pass line.
Doing your mom. Well, there's a raid message.
Whose turn is it?
It's Leah's turn.
Don't forget Leslie Nielsen. I am Amusing Thalia. You can find me at my stuff at Amusing Thalia. I do things on different days. That's me.
Fair enough. And yep. That just leaves me, I believe. This episode was very intriguing. I can't wait to get back into this and really explore the depth of what's happening in here. But before we can do any of that, you know where to find me. I'm here.
You know.
You know. Oh, you know.
You know.
What do you think of my stream, Goof?
You want to play on my stream?
Yeah, pretty
Go right ahead.
I don't mind.
We can collab. You can say it. But yes, if you're not watching this live on twitch.tv/DistortionDevil, and you're probably watching this on youtube.com/DevilsAndDiceRolls or patreon.com/DevilsAndDiceRolls if you feel like supporting the creative process around here, around these parts. Yes, shortly after we sign off here, I will be booting the stream back up, and we'll be playing some Marvel Rivals, and I'll be trying out some Daredevil.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
What? Don't want to knock on my stream, goof.
It's true. Yes, this episode of Kazador's Guide was brought to you in part by Beard Sorcery.
Beard Sorcery.
That's right.
The beardest of sorceries.
For all of your beard hygiene products to leave your beard and the skin beneath it looking great, smelling great, and feeling great. I can think of no better place to get my beard care products than Beard Sorcery. And if you use code DistortionDevil, you can save 10% on your order. As well, check out Bones Coffee Company. They've got all sorts of delicious flavors of coffee, and select varieties if you're just a pure coffee lover from all over the globe. They've got a little bit of something for everybody. And if you head over to Bones Coffee Company, you can use code DistortionDevil and you can save 10% on your order. I'm not sure if the 15% thing is still happening. They did switch providers when it comes to affiliate stuff, so... But they were nice enough to send me a gift, so I support them. Yeah. But yes. And that will bring us to the end of the stream. Side 21 TV, thank you for the raid. About the very beginning there. And yeah, I guess that'll do it for us here. I'll be back momentarily, probably in about 15 minutes. So I will catch you all later, but for now, have a goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you next time on Kazador's Guide to the Cosmos.
You and your mom
Gotta get Xoruk back.
Oh no.